we should be live.
If you want. Yeah, I bet you could. If you're uncomfortable with it, though, you don't have to.
Maybe. New stream. No, don't leave. Don't
leave, guys! Like you just said, don't leave. Will that work?
Will this... Oh! Hey, look at that! We're here!
Hey!
Now make sure Twitch is here.
Sorry, guys. We're getting all the kinks figured out. I'll just crop this part out before it actually publishes after we're live. You get to see all the technical difficulties.
We're live on Twitch as well.
Hooray! Okay, yeah, I think we're live on both Twitch and YouTube now.
We are as well, and I will leave this up so we can see all these. And this is the Twitch chat.
Okay.
This is the YouTube chat.
All right.
All right.
I think we're good. I think we're live. Can you see us?
Hey everyone! Sorry for the confusion.
That's okay. we figured it out.
Let's see.
What? Oh, am I good to go?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
I'm just checking audio levels to see if they need to be back down.
Ed verifies that everything is good to go with audio levels and all that. Welcome to our 4th ever Adoptathon live stream. If this is your first time here, what we do is we do a rescue program here at Snake Discovery. We're located in St. Paul-ish, Minnesota, and we take in unwanted reptiles and amphibians, and invertebrates for that matter. And, you know, life sometimes happens. Sometimes kids lose interest. Sometimes kids go to college. Heaven forbid, sometimes owners pass away and they can't keep their animals. That's tea. Definitely tea. Nothing else that Ed's drinking. Anyway,
good minty tea.
Take in reptiles for a variety of different reasons, and we usually get 1 to 10 animals surrendered to us every single day. And there are times, especially during the summer when people are traveling more, where we have an influx of surrenders. So instead of being on the 1 to 2 animals a day side, we're closer to the 8 to 10 animals a day side. Today, I think, was just a tegu that was surrendered. Maybe that was it? No, I think I saw something else coming by.
No, it was just one surrender was a take.
That's all it was?
Yep.
Okay, that's actually not too bad today.
Yep.
But recently we'll tell you the full story later, actually soonish, but we helped the police with a confiscation of about 30 animals from a neglect case. So some of those animals are healthy, out of quarantine, but we'll go into that story later. But basically you never know what you're going to get at Snake Discovery surrendered on any given day. And because of that, we have a lot of animals that need homes. So our adoption process is to quarantine the animal. They get health, vet care if needed. They all have a health inspection. And assuming they are approved as healthy and they pass quarantine and they are successfully eating, pooping, all of that for us, then they are ready for adoption. And we have over 60 animals to show you tonight that need homes. They are out of quarantine. They are ready for their new homes. We are going to be bringing some of them to the Dallas show as well, but we're hoping to find some of them homes tonight as a result of the stream. So if you see an animal, we're going to spend maybe a couple minutes on each one and then kind of keep going. If you see an animal you would like to adopt, just scan the QR code on the screen that has the word adopt underneath it.
The blue one,
or click the link in the description below and you can apply to adopt. And we have Haley behind the camera on a laptop ready to answer questions via email and approve adoption forms that are submitted via that adopt QR code / link in the description below. So the adoption form is very simple. It asks for a picture of your setup, quick description of what you've got, and as long as we can, verify that you have an appropriate setup for the animal you would like to adopt from tonight's stream, we could get you approved for adoption tonight. Yep. And if we do, we are going to be announcing all adoptions that happen during the stream right here. Yeah, live as well. So we're hoping to have quite a few adoptions during this stream. Again, you can just submit an application right now or as soon as you see an animal you would like to adopt.
Also, if you want to support Adoption Island without adopting animals, you can either join our Patreon, most of that goes to Adoption Island, or just donate using all those QR codes that I lovingly placed down there for you
guys.
Good job.
He did good.
I need like a little pat on my back.
Yeah, so. Good job. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, well, without further ado, I think we're ready for animal number 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
What's the box for?
Oh, this is the box for if there's downtime. I promised a fan who was in our zoo yesterday. I would open it on tonight's stream if there is time in between animals, so this box is going to stay here in the meantime for that opportunity. You know who you are if you were here yesterday and you recognize your box.
We're starting with a tortoise.
Oh, this is Esther, the Russian tortoise. Esther, E-S-T-H-E-R. She is a big girl, and she is at least 14 years old. Now, what that means with Russian tortoises is, they're all pretty much wild caught, unfortunately. It's very rare to see captive bred Russian tortoises. So even though she says 14 years old, and I'm going to cover my face so facial recognition does not... They had her her for 14 years, but generally Russian tortoises are wild caught as adults, which means they're at least about 5 years old as it is. So she's probably closer to 20 in all honesty, but she's a big, healthy girl.
Big old girl.
Yeah, she has a slightly long beak that we're working on wearing down, but it's actually not too bad right now.
She's actually good weight too. I was gonna call her chunky, but she's not.
No, she's just big.
Yeah, she's a big lady.
Yeah, because of how big she is, she will need at least a 4 to be approved for adoption, and her adoption fee is $50. So if you would like to adopt Esther, you can click on the link in the description below and submit an application, and we can look at your application right now behind the laptop. And Ed's giving me the look that we have technical difficulties right now.
I just heard Mike keeps cutting out. And
oh.
See if anybody else is saying anything about that.
Audio dropped, the mic is cutting out,
Okay.
sound cutting out. Yes,
Kinda
it's not
thinking.
just
Okay.
one person. You can't type Esther, I'm sorry. Ed's going to do some switcheroos before we move to our next animal. But yeah, she would need a 4-foot long enclosure and, you know, UVB basking light, the whole 9
Ready
yards.
for radio silence?
Uh-oh. Yes. That's all it was.
About that.
Okay.
There.
Let us know if the mic is better. Did that fix it? We just swapped out a AA battery on our mic. There's just a lot of no sound, but there's a delay.
Course.
There's a delay. Now it's silence. No audio's cutting out. Fix it cut out. Okay, we're waiting for it to hopefully come back. Somebody said fixed on Twitch, so I think we're good.
Okay, good.
All right, it is hopefully
Rip
fixed.
mics, cut out
Out
again.
again, no sound.
We can hear. Perfect.
Okay,
there we
good.
go.
Thank you guys.
All right.
Now we're gonna move on. So this was Esther, Russian tortoise.
Esther, Russian tortoise.
Adoption fee is $50.
And needs a 4x2x2.
We need the red line shipping banner. Oh, we forgot about that. So we are doing an adoptions special, usually, a shipping special because of this adoption event. Usually shipping is overnight, of course, but it's like $65 typically. But thanks to working with Redline Shipping, we are able to do a discounted shipping price because of this Adoptathon of just $49.
Can you do these? And then I'm gonna go grab
The banner?
the banner. Yeah.
Okay, come here. Okay, so our next animal is actually a group of 4 bearded dragons. Okay, we originally started with 8. I'm just looking to see if there's anything special note-wise. Nope. So that means I get to come up close. All right, we have 4, actually I think 5. I think we have one more up front in all honesty. 5 then baby bearded dragons for adoption. Now these will have to get adopted out separately because they are a solitary species, of course, but they're adorable little babies right now. Super healthy. They were bred by somebody locally who I believe just wasn't able to find them homes, so they surrendered them to us to find them homes instead. So we are slowly finding homes for all of them. We started with 8, now we're down to 5 because we're trying to just find them good forever homes, and they will need at least a 20-gallon long, and it is so essential that they have UVB, a basking light, a hot basking spot, and so on and so forth. I won't go through all the care, but anyway, our adoption fee for bearded dragons is $45, and again, shipping is discounted thanks to Redline Shipping to just $49. So at $45 adoption fee, $49 shipping. And if you don't need shipping, you can obviously come in the store in person to adopt them here. We don't have to ship if you can drive here instead. So their names are, well, it was originally Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, but I don't know which one is which. So you can just refer to them as the baby bearded dragons if you want to adopt them. Just click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on screen to apply to adopt. And again, you could adopt during the stream. We're gonna hand these cuties back. Here, babies. While Ed is setting up, oh, and we have a big friend coming out next, I believe. We can do it, yeah, him? This one's a male, right?
Yep.
Okay, next up we have, oh, I might need Ed's help for this.
Yeah, give me a second.
We have a big snake behind the camera right now that is for adoption.
Look.
Perfect,
Red
there
Line.
we go.
We have
Redline is helping sponsor this Adoptathon by offering discounted shipping for the adoption animals. Thank you, Redline Shipping. I'm gonna come back here for this next one. You're gonna see what I mean in a second. He is gorgeous. Yes. Thank you, Nick, so much.
We have this big old boy.
We have a friendly retic, guys. This is Atlas. He is just 5 years old. He is a golden child, reticulated python. And since he's a retic, he's not dwarf or super dwarf or anything. He's gonna get big. We think he might be blind in his left. Oh, he's gonna bump the mic. We think he might be blind in his left eye based on how it looks. We think it was just possibly a deformity, possibly stuck shed caused issue, but it's nothing that's currently infected. It just looks a bit funky. But anyway, he is a 5-year-old reticulated python.
About 8 feet?
8 to 10, something like that, yeah. And his adoption fee is $200, and he will need at least a 6 foot by 2 foot enclosure, 6 by 2 by 2.
If you have bigger, better.
Preferably an 8 by 2 by 2 if you have one, because they grow so big and they grow so fast. He is slamming large rats for us, frozen thawed, I believe.
I don't know if you can tell on camera, but he does have that oil slick rainbow on his sides because of that golden child.
Gorgeous, and he's friendly, guys. So if you're looking for a gorgeous, friendly, reticulated python, he is too big for us to ship. He does need to be picked up in person at Snake Discovery, but we've had him for a while. He's doing great. He's healthy other than a weird, funky left eye that doesn't seem to bother him much. But yeah, he needs a good home too. So again, this is Atlas, the reticulated python, and his adoption fee is $200. You might be wondering, how do we think of the adoption fees? Well, we don't want to give the animals away for free because we don't want to inspire like impulse adoptions, but we of course can't charge like normal going rate for those animals because they're rescues. So we go 50-50, we go in the middle. So adoption fees are typically half of what their going rate is, I suppose, on the market. So next up,
we have 2 Anoles.
Oh, are we gonna take them out? I think we could. We'll see.
Yeah, we could try.
Oh, no, never mind. They're going to be 2. I can take out 1 through the lid. Do you want to read their information while I...
So this is Black Widow and Hawkeye. They're both little green Anoles. One looks like a male, one looks like a female, which is what we have written down on here. Unknown age. Emily has the...
I have the male.
The male?
Yeah, we've got a couple of these guys surrendered recently, so we have a couple green Anoles.
They are $5 each, and they need a 10-gallon or a 20-gallon, depending on if you get 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah, so if you want to adopt these guys, you can click on the link in the description below.
They're an Anole.
They're an Anole, yes. They're really healthy little guys,
though. You can make them like...
Don't make them bite you, that's mean. Don't do that, Hawkeye. We are hoping they get adopted as pets, by the way, not as feeders. They are often used as feeders for some lizard-eating snakes. These 2, however, since they are in our adoption program, we would like to get adopted out as pets only because that is the point of our Adoption Island program. All right, is everything working? I'm going to check in quick because we had technical difficulties
I believe everything.
earlier.
I haven't seen anything.
Okay, you can still hear us, guys, hopefully. I think we're good. Okay.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
So yeah, those Anoles, 10-gallon for 1 or 20-gallon for both of them. We prefer them to get adopted together because they can be kept together, and they can be pretty social too.
This is also a stream that we're not really paying attention to the chat all that much, so we're not going to be reading off super chats. We're not going to be reading off Twitch chats or whatever it's called, follows. But ooh, wow.
Okay, next up, new species. We have a veiled chameleon. He's very grumpy, but what veiled isn't. This is Radar.
Radar, he's a veiled chameleon. We don't know his age, but he looks on the older side. His adoption fee is $40. Needs a 2x2x4 screen enclosure.
I'm sorry, bud.
He was spoiled in his previous home. He enjoys the occasional greens. Okay. Like superworms more than humans. What chameleon does.
Yeah, that sounds about right for a veiled chameleon, preferring superworms over humans. Yeah, but this is actually an unusual one in that he does eat greens. Again, he was very well taken care of in his previous home. He was kept in a big screen enclosure, which is what he would need to be adopted into. Does it show his minimum cage requirement?
2x2x4 screen.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. Yeah, so 2x2x4 screen enclosure for ventilation purposes, and of course the whole 9 yards with a tropical setup. So a lot of people want pet chameleons, but don't realize the care that's involved with keeping them correctly. But it was kind of a breath of fresh air when we got this guy surrendered to us, seeing how healthy he was. He's just very stressed right now because he's out of his enclosure. But yeah, he is actually a very healthy veiled chameleon compared to the ones that we usually get in. So if you would like to adopt him, what's his adoption fee?
$40.
40, so then $49 for shipping if you need him shipped. And if you'd like to apply to adopt him, you can click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on screen.
Shipping is also only in the continental U.S., so the 48 Wait, do we ship? No, we don't ship to Hawaii. We will ship to Alaska though. Alaska's on.
We have ships to Alaska.
Yeah, but not Hawaii because they have such weird. They don't want stuff to like take over Hawaii, which makes sense.
Yeah, Hawaii. I think it's illegal to own reptiles, really.
But the other 49 U.S. states. Other than that, sorry, we're not doing that outside of the states. We're not exporting yet. So, do we have a grumpy snake over there?
Yes.
All right.
Grumpy snake is next.
Grumpy snake, grumpy lizard.
Okay, that's good to know. Oh, he's just a little guy. All right. Next up, I'll hand him over to you.
Sweet.
We'll trade. This is
I got it.
okay. This is Tucson, the Amazon Tree Boa. He's a typical Amazon Tree Boa in that he strikes quite a bit.
Here we go.
He's gorgeous. He's, Amazon Tree Boas are an arboreal species of snake, and they're known for being a little bit angry as well. But he is, according to his previous owner, a male. Since they are kind of a fragile species, he's
trying to poop on me right now.
Nice. We try not
you don't
to. That's not going to help you find a home, Tucson. Don't bite Ed on screen. Okay, well, this is, honestly, I guess you can see their true personality. He was dehydrated and he had stuck shed when he first came to us, but we've taken care of that.
He pooped all over himself now.
Yeah, he's good at that. He's not happy. But he's been eating frozen thawed mice for us just fine. He's actually adjusting well. Despite being spicy, he's a healthy Amazon Tree Boa. He just has an attitude. So he wouldn't be a good beginner snake, but if you're looking for more of an intermediate snake, he might be a good option for you.
Yeah.
They're really unique snakes. Anyway, he would need a 2x2 by 3 foot enclosure, so more of a vertically oriented enclosure since they are arboreal.
It's really pretty. Look at the orange on his side.
He really is gorgeous, yeah. And his adoption fee is $125 plus $49 for shipping if needed. I don't need you to strike at me.
He'll take you too.
Yeah, I don't need you to strike at me.
All right, I have to go fix something again. So I'm gonna take him. You can take the next one. I'll be back.
Okay, sounds good. Ed's gonna work on something in back. All right, so apparently I need a hook for this next. Oh, we're handing the hook over. Sorry. Oh yeah, it's a Crested Gecko. I don't need a hook for you. Okay, so next up, guys, this guy, I'm gonna get closer to you because he's little. First, I have to. This poor guy, oh my gosh, I do feel bad for this Crested Gecko, but we have one Crested Gecko in our rescue currently. We get them quite frequently, but they get adopted fairly fast. This one, however, we've had for a little bit because of his spinal deformities. You can see some lumps and bumps here. We are requiring that he is adopted out as a pet only because, in case this is genetic, but you can see he has quite serious deformities in his spine and in his tail, which he surprisingly still has. And he doesn't seem to have a good grip when he hangs onto you. We're asking for him to have, a smaller enclosure than we normally would for an adult Crested Gecko because he has issues climbing. So instead of an 18 by 18 by 24 inch high enclosure, we're just requiring an 18 by 18 by 18 inch enclosure for him because he doesn't, at least for us, utilize much vertical space since he has difficulties climbing. Anyway, his name is French Onion and he is 8 to 9 years old and his adoption fee is $40. So if you would like to adopt French Onion here, who again has some gripping difficulties, has some spinal deformities, some major kinks, which he's still able to digest food and all that just fine. He's just a special little guy. So if you'd like to adopt him, you can click on the link in the description below, or you can scan the... I know, isn't he so sad? He's such a cutie, though, and he's very personable. He's a good eater. He just has some deformities, but yeah, we're hoping to find him a good home as well.
I've never seen his deformities, but on camera it's like...
I know. Oh,
it's like he's got a check mark on his back.
Yeah, it's like that in person too. Yeah, poor guy. It almost would be easier if he dropped his tail, honestly, but he hasn't. He has miraculously not dropped his tail. So again, that is French Onion. His adoption fee is $40, and he needs at least an 18 by 18 by 18 inch enclosure. All right. Are we good for technical difficulties?
Everything's good. We can now see the cages coming in, the enclosures.
Oh, the pictures weren't loading.
Yep, the pictures
that means people are applying.
Yeah.
Thank you for applying, guys. Awesome. All right, next up we have new species for the stream anyway. Good. Okay, this is, actually, I'll hand this over.
This is Rainbow Dash.
Oh,
She's been with us for a little while.
we were told that she was just out. She was sleeping because she had a busy day. She was just out up front at Adoption Island.
She has a kink in her tail, and she's missing the tip of her tail. He, I'm guessing. Can you check?
Oh yeah, are you? Yeah, he's a boy.
He is 2 years old, and he is $45. along with a 4x2x2 enclosure.
Yeah, since he is an adult, we do require the adult size enclosure for adult bearded dragons, which is 4x2x2 foot total. But yeah, you are out. You must have been just completely zonked out when you were picked up from up front. All right, bud. I'll let you just sleep in my hands here. Actually, I think we're good, right?
Yep.
Okay, here. You take the sleepy guy.
Hello, dude.
Okay, and we have a very chunky bearded dragon coming up next.
Big
Do you just
mama.
want to bring her over? Oh, she, on the other hand, is very alert. Wow. She is, oh my goodness.
Look at this chunky girl. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, her name is Guntalina.
Look at that belly.
I have not met Guntalina before.
Oh, come on,
Okay.
camera, focus on the belly.
So for all
There
of
we go.
our adoption animals, and I'm going to cover my face so it focuses on her, not me. All of our adoption animals, we try to put some unique, like, personality traits or things that are unique to the animal. And her special notes are she's very overweight and needs a diet.
Yeah.
So, and
That-
she's very mindful, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just
She's
she's
a
a big girl.
She's
Yeah,
a big girl.
big chunky
Nothing
girl.
wrong with big girl.
She is 4 years old, and because of her big beefy size, she will need at least a 4x2x2 foot enclosure. She does, however, look very well socialized.
She's big enough that she can't support herself if you don't hold her. So she can't just stick to your shirt.
Oh, so if anyone adopts Guntalina, Gunta Lena, she will need a diet and lots of exercise.
Yeah.
Aw.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, her adoption fee is $45, our base bearded dragon adoption fee, and shipping is an additional $49 on special again, thanks to Redline Shipping sponsoring this Adoptathon.
Yeah.
All right, there you
She's
go.
chunky. Yeah, that's a good name.
She's
She chunky.
She chunky. She's very chunky. Oh, I hope someone can give her a little exercise. I bet she was just fed superworms only in her previous home.
Yeah.
It would not surprise me. Ooh, this was part of the confiscation.
No, this one, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Okay, this was.
Do we want to talk about this? Have we talked about this
We
yet?
have not talked about
Okay.
this yet. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, you may have seen on our Facebook page, we made a post about some animals, some reptiles that were found in a trash can. That
Don't throw your pets away.
Oh my gosh, I never thought we'd have to say that, but we shared the picture of the animals that were found in the trash alive on a hot summer day here in Minnesota, and the ones that were still alive, the police found, or somebody walking by found them, called the police. Police came, took the animals that were still alive. There were a couple dead ball pythons because of overheating, and they brought the living animals to us. We still have most of them. A couple of
Yep.
them have since passed away from overheated
I
related
think
issues.
just one.
A leopard gecko and that king
Oh,
snake.
the leopard gecko passed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But 2 days later, the police got a warrant to go. They figured out through a chain of people who threw them away, and they called us to help with, like, using a warrant to confiscate the remaining animals in this person's house. So we helped them out. There will be a video coming out as well. Obviously, we couldn't film in the house for anonymity reasons. Anonymity?
Yeah, anonymity.
Yeah, whatever, however you pronounce that. Anyway, there were sadly several dead animals in the person's house.
Yep.
They were being severely neglected. I don't know why some were thrown away, but the rest weren't. But
Yep.
this Dumeral's Boa, Jewel, we've named her, even though we haven't probed her, we think it's a female. She was one of the still living animals in the basement
I mean,
of this
she
house.
looked good. Some things were
She-
getting taken care of.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like some animals were being fed, whereas some weren't, and it was a sad day. There were several
Yep.
dead snakes in enclosures that we had to
But
work around.
the good news is now we have a bunch more animals to find forever homes.
Yes, we were able to save some
And
of
we
these
saved a
animals.
bunch of them. I'll
Yes,
get rid of
we've
Emily.
already found homes for a couple of them. This is Jewel, the Dumeral's Boa. We don't know her age, we don't know her sex. Again, it was a confiscation neglect case. She will need at least a 40-gallon enclosure, but she will obviously get much bigger, so she'll need a larger enclosure soon. And her adoption fee is $200. She's eating frozen thawed rat pups for us, and again, we're going to kind of revisit this neglect case. We have probably 8 or so animals that are
Yep.
approved, ready to go from it, and a lot more that still need some TLC. But Jewel here
There
is
will
ready
be a
to go.
video coming out about it too, so if you
Yes.
pay attention to the channel, watch out for that one.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. That is Jewel. Next up, oh, that is gorgeous. Okay, next up we have a ball python for you to meet. Have we done any
What?
ball pythons yet?
No.
We haven't. This is our first ball python of the stream. Don't worry, there's plenty more
Take that
coming.
one. I'll talk about
Okay,
it.
sounds good.
So this is Star-Lord.
Haha.
Star-Lord the ball python. She's a he probably is a pastel Enchi. We can probe anything that's questionable. Came in as 9 years old. Full-size ball python does need a 4x2x2 enclosure. It has eaten a couple times some small frozen thawed rats for us. So very pretty, very, I don't know what else to say. It's a ball python.
What was the adoption fee?
$65. I did not say that, though.
Okay,
so.
yeah, adoption fee, $65 for Star-Lord, the ball python. What was the morph again?
It is a Pastel Enchi.
Pastel Enchi, man, you are gorgeous and actually really handleable too. This would be a really good snake for someone. Of course, we have some dirt in our mouth from the substrate, but that's okay. But yeah, so there you go. If our first ball python of the night, you will find that we have a lot of beautiful morphs of ball pythons available right now. So there's more morphs to come. I think we have a blue-eyed Lucy in the rescue that you might be able to see tonight too. Well, we had another animal and then it walked away. Oh, okay, because we have a different ball python to show you instead. Perfect. We're going to move Star-Lord out. Awesome.
Sweet. This one is a white ball python.
Yes, just about.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, it's from up front, too.
Yes.
So we've had this one for a little while. This one is shy but beautiful. It's a Pastel Lesser Enchi. It's a male ball python, 5 years old. Again, the name is Uncle Sam. So
oh, this is Uncle Sam?
That's Uncle Sam.
We've had Uncle Sam forever. I didn't realize that was you.
So hopefully we find a home for Uncle Sam. His adoption fee is $125, and again, required enclosure is 4x2x2 for the adult ball pythons.
Yeah, so there
Gives
you
enough
go.
room to stretch out and all that kind of stuff.
So do you want to explain what's in the adoption form when they click on it, so they know what to expect?
I don't even know what's in that.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I'll just jump on there really quick, and we'll go. So you need your first and last name. You need your email address. You need to basically show the name and the species of the animals you would like. That way we can kind of identify which one it is exactly.
Yep.
And then we just basically want you to explain your enclosure. Basically give us a broad overview of your enclosure, like what size it is, what's in it, how you guys have it set up, and then a picture of it, because we need to verify that you actually have that enclosure. So.
Yeah, so that's all in the adoption form when you click on that link in the description. It's nothing too extensive. It's just enough to make sure we know that they're going to go into a good home.
Yep.
And it looks like my mom is struggling with our next animal, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab him.
Do you want me to grab him?
Yeah, sure.
We have a blood python. Let me see if I can get bit by this one.
Yeah, let's see. This one almost got adopted yesterday until he struck at the potential adopters.
He's gorgeous.
He's a blood python. They kind of do that sometimes.
They kind of do that every once in a while.
This is Roshan. He is number 12 of our neglect confiscation case. And he actually was one of the healthy animals that we had taken from the house. He is currently available, but he is a little bit feisty. However, I've seen a lot worse when it comes to blood pythons. He definitely could be a lot worse. Because of his big beefy size,
Please don't bite me.
Borderline 40 gallon, but borderline 4x2x2, so we're just gonna ask that he goes into a 4x2x2 because he's gonna need one very soon anyway. So 4x2x2 enclosure, $100 is his adoption fee. He's currently slamming frozen thawed small rats for us, and he is approved for adoption. He could use a little bit of weight, but he's still a good enough weight to be able to get adopted.
If you don't know bloods, they do have a reputation of being food motivated.
Yes.
They'll eat a lot. They usually get overweight very quickly, and they get really thick and about 4 to 6 feet long.
Yeah, they get a pretty decent size, and
Maybe up to 8.
they never poop.
No, well, they poop once, and then you go, oh my god.
Yeah. It's a poop from the last 10 meals.
Yeah, did it poop in its enclosure, or did my husband or wife poop in its enclosure?
Okay, thanks for that visual. All right, that is Roshan, the blood python.
You want to see if you can get tagged?
Yeah, no, I don't want to get tagged by him. I don't need to get tagged by a blood python tonight. But again, okay, I'll just hand you this.
This one might be a little bit longer of a
Good luck.
changeover.
I taught my mom and sister how to use a hook tonight, so they're going to learn quick. There you go. Yeah, perfect. That's beautiful, Mom. Great job. All right, next up we have a bearded dragon for you to meet. I can show if you want to read the card.
This one apparently just evacuated his bowels, so we
did
don't
you?
have to worry about that right now.
He just pooped everywhere.
Aegon? Yeah,
Aegon.
Aegon, the bearded dragon. He has a little bit of special needs. Trying to see what the special needs are. Has permanent coning of the left eye.
That's right.
Yes.
Here, let me show you what he means. So we had our vet.
Duck down.
Yeah, our vet actually took a look at him because we were concerned about his eye. So his left eye, it's hard to see on camera, maybe if I hold him like this, can you see how that eye kind of sticks out more than the other side? That's, I guess, called coning of the eye, and it just looks like a glass ball kind of, or sphere on top of his eye. According to our vet, it's nothing we have to be concerned about. It's nothing that should bother him, other than the fact that he probably can't really see out of it, but his other eye looks just fine. So we've been babying him since he's a little on the thinner side. Could have been because of his eye issue in his previous home, but he does, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong here, but I think he likes being tongue-fed extra snacks.
He has bad aim, so tongue feeding is recommended. He is a hypotrans, possible citrus, according to previous owner, but with the coning and everything, you probably shouldn't breed him. He has a criminal offensive side eye. So
he has a
massive side eye.
Oh, because of his eye issue on this side, he has a great side eye from that side. He judges you constantly, and he kind of like cocks his head at you. If you look through our photo album that has his ID photo on it on Facebook, he has a side eye going in that photo. But again, he has permanent coning of his left eye. It's nothing to be concerned about. No medication is needed or anything. Just some tongue feeding.
$45 and needs a 4x2x2, just like all our adult bearded dragons.
There you go. So that is Aegon, which is spelled Aegon. If you'd like to adopt him, just click the link in the description below. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to hand you next friend.
Doing the next one, and then I might be taking the next one, because did he just strike?
Yeah.
Okay, so not this one, but the next one is another sassy
That's
friend.
fine.
Oh, okay, that's going to be fun.
I'll grab him.
Okay.
This is Warner Bros.
Warner
He
Bros.
is a Fireball Python. Unknown sex. I will do this again. I forgot. 4 years old. $75. 40-gallon enclosure, but probably could use a 4x2x2 if you have it. In his previous home, he was cohabbed. So
Interesting.
don't know. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
And
We're not gonna
apparently he
judge.
loves Harry Potter.
Aww.
I don't know if he whispered that in one of our employees' ears on intake, but you know, if you want to read Harry Potter to him at night, that's probably not going to hurt.
He would love to see all the movies with you sitting on the couch. Yeah. All the extended versions. Are you a Harry Potter fan?
He is on Frozen Thawed Weaned, and he's eaten a handful of times.
Oh, so he's already on Frozen Thawed and on Rats.
Yep.
That's actually really convenient. What was his adoption fee again?
It is $75.
Perfect, and he is a fire morph?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome, so there you go. That is Warner Brothers. If you'd like to adopt him, click on the link in the description below.
Do you want to grab the next one, or do you want me to grab the next
We
one?
can trade. I mean, I can if you want to just help the next couple. I don't mind if I get bit.
Interesting. We have a card?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This one came from up front, too.
Yeah, this one's up in our adoption island, or up front in the storage area. This is Nebula. We think she's a female. She's not probed, just according to previous owners, she is a female. She's only 1.5 years old, and we are told that she is a Hog Island Boa. With those freckles, I would agree she's at least a good portion of Hog Island Boa, if not completely. She definitely is not just common boa. So, because of being Hog Island, and that island's locale taking place, she should be a smaller sized boa overall.
You don't have to do that.
So she, because of her size already though, she will need a 4x2x2 foot enclosure. Her adoption fee is $200. But yeah, if you're looking for a boa constrictor that's not going to get normal boa constrictor size, since she's a Hog Island, or at least partial Hog Island, she'd be a potentially really good fit for you. She does have a little bit of an attitude, which is unusual for boas. But who knows her upbringing? I think she would calm down with some time.
Oh yeah, she's not terrible as it is. If you work with her, like kind of just figure out what she wants to do.
Yeah. So again, this is Nebula, the Hog Island Boa. If you'd like to adopt her, click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on screen. All right, next up we have new species we haven't shown yet on this stream anyway. Another commonly surrendered species though.
Yeah.
This is
a beautiful corn snake
named Bellamy Bug. He is an amelanistic / aka albino.
Oh no, I have to get Emily's.
Oh yeah, sorry.
There, I'll just stand like this.
Otherwise, it never focuses on the snake. He is about 10 years old. His adoption fee is $60, and his special notes are that he is very sweet. He's peachy keen, and he is a proper lad. So he would be a great family pet corn snake. He's very well socialized, and he's currently eating frozen thawed adult mice. Something like this, a corn snake. Don't switch him to rats.
Whoa!
Oh! I've never seen him do that before.
I haven't either.
Are you having a bad day? Oh my goodness. Are you okay, buddy? Did we scare you? He's usually...
He scared me.
Come here. I'll take you away from Ed. It's okay. See, he's a good boy. Did Ed scare you?
I must have scared him.
Oh, you're okay. He's a good son. What did you do? Poor boy. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take him away from Ed. This is
Doesn't like me.
Doesn't like Ed specifically. But yeah, this is Bellamy Bug. He's not even head shy. He's a great corn snake. I don't know why he did that, but he's actually really pretty too. So again, I still think he would make a really good pet corn snake, just not for Ed
just not
specifically.
For me. Yep.
So if you'd like to adopt a Bellamy Bug, and if you want spelling, I'll go like that. There you go. You can click the link in the description below. Adoption? Mm-hmm. Ooh, oh my gosh. Oh, by the person who emailed beforehand. There's an adoption. We have an adoption of a snake we haven't even shown yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was somebody who we announced the Adoptathon, and they looked at the list, they adopted, or they applied before we went live, so they could get ahead of it. So Olive, a ball python named Olive, just got adopted by Brianna.
Nice.
So I wonder if that means we're shipping.
We have a second one too.
Probably bringing to ship. Oh! Okay, congratulations, Bri. Thanks for adopting Olive. I guess we won't be showing Olive because she's already adopted. Yeah.
We also, Mantis the Leo was adopted by Maddie.
We haven't shown any Leos either.
Yeah.
Wow, people are adopting before we even show them.
I think people are learning that they can just go to Facebook and before the crowd gets a hold of them, they can get their
that makes sense,
names in.
Yeah, and you can. Anytime. You can go to the Snake Discovery Facebook page, go to photos and albums, and Animals Available for Adoption is the album that we update every single day with new out of quarantine, and we remove photos of those that got adopted. It is an everyday updated album if you want to ever see what's available. All right, next up.
All right, we have Fiona the Bearded Dragon. She's a female. She is a very nice lady. She was abandoned at a pet store. Interesting.
Aww.
So somebody must have just brought her in, set her there, and walked away, which is pretty common, unfortunately. It has long... Yeah, true. She's not thrown away. That's the good thing. She has long nails, may need trimming in the future. I think the quicks are pretty long, but that should be taken care of as long as you Dremel them down or give them a rough surface to climb on.
We usually trim beardy nails upon arrival.
Yeah. She is an unknown age because she was surrendered. She was abandoned. She is $45 and 4x2x2 foot is required.
She doesn't move at all.
Yeah. Again, this is Fiona.
Fiona, you're so chill. Are you alive?
Isn't Shrek's wife Fiona?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they saying you look like an ogre? Oh, you poor girl. Aw. First you were abandoned, now you're named after an ogre. But it's okay. Fiona's like the protagonist, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so chill. She just wants to sit. Aww. Okay, she'd be a good dragon for somebody.
Oh, she like reached out to you.
Oh my gosh. You're so cute, Fiona. Oh my goodness, someone adopt her. Aww. Okay, I'll hand her off. Oh, new species. Thank you. This one does need a trim. This one we have to take care of.
Ooh.
Actually, sit here, I'll try it. I can read.
All right.
Go for it. This one we still have to groom, guys. We kind of let it sit and calm down in quarantine, and we have to do a major spa day with this one. This is Voldemort. Actually, it's Voldemort, but I just changed it to Voldemort.
That's a better name.
This is a female ornate box turtle, and she is only able to be adopted, well, she cannot be adopted by Wisconsin residents because this is a protected species in Wisconsin, as they are an endangered Wisconsin species. But she could be adopted by residents of other states, including Minnesota. She is 34 years old.
Years young.
Years young, there we go.
34 years young.
We are hoping that she goes in a 4x2x2 foot enclosure or equivalent. You can set up like one of those troughs, like horse drinking troughs, to work for box turtles just fine. Doesn't have to be a screened topped enclosure necessarily, just big enough for her to live appropriately. She was kept in a 25-gallon aquarium in her previous home for 34 years. Aww. So we really want to spoil and give her an adequate amount of space to roam around in. And she was also fed freeze-dried food in her previous home. Yeah. So she is much more enjoying the worms and the half protein, half veggies. Yeah. And I think because of the freeze-dried food, she has some deformities or some...
Some?
She has a lot of deformities to her beak, yeah. So we're currently working on that. Haven't gotten it Dremel down quite yet. But if she were to get adopted because of this stream, we would just go ahead and get her all fixed up a little sooner than we had just expected.
Box turtles are known for living through everything you throw at them, unfortunately. Yeah. So she looks bad, but she's not in terrible shape, actually, once the beak gets figured out. But they also need a lot of room to walk.
Yeah, they're very active.
Backyards amount of room. So that's why the 4x2 is like a minimum for these guys.
That's what we'd like her to be in. Yeah, because they're just such an active species.
Yep.
But they tend to get that duck bill when they have an improper diet, and that's probably what happened here.
She's friendly.
She is. She's very outgoing. But yeah, kept in just a small tank, unfortunately. So we're hoping to spoil her in her new forever home. What was her adoption fee? I think I may have forgotten to say that.
It is $100.
$100 adoption fee.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you'd like to adopt Voldemort/Voldatort, if you'd like to adopt her new name that we're giving her, you can email or fill out the application.
Yeah. We have another bearded dragon.
Bearded dragon?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
We've had him for a while.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and this is a senior bearded dragon.
Yeah.
This is Curly Q. He is 12 years old. And in case you don't already know, bearded dragon's expected life, what am I thinking of?
Life expectancy.
Lifespan, thank you. Life expectancy, lifespan is 8 to 12 years. And so he needs a relatively short-term retirement home, sadly. But he is still a great dragon. He's a little underweight just due to his age. So we think he isn't much longer for this world, so we're really hoping to get...
He's pretty alert, though.
He is, yeah. He's just a little bit thin. Because of his age, he is not the standard $45 adoption fee for bearded dragons. He is just a $20 adoption fee because we really just want to find him a good senior home where someone can love him for his last few months, maybe last couple of years, who knows, of his life, but don't...
He's chill.
He is chill. Don't expect him to...
He's chill. He's got a little nub tail, but, you know,
yeah,
look at him. He gets
he's
around.
a good dragon. He's starting to get that old look in his face a little bit.
Can he sit?
Oh yeah, he can grip.
Yeah.
Aww.
Look at them. Look at him go.
Yeah, so that's Curly Q. Adoption fee is $20. He needs at least a 4x2x2 foot, even though he is a senior. But yeah, missing some toes and tail tip is really the only health issue he had coming in.
And old.
And old. He's just old. Well, if you want, I can hold the next one.
Yeah, go for it.
If you want to read...
He doesn't want to let me go.
He has a surprisingly good grip for his age. Here we are.
Let's see. Next up, we got another ball python, which the second of many, third of many. Oh, I'm holding the animal. Okay.
Oh, wait. Nope, sorry. I gave you the wrong thing. You take the tag, I'll hold the friend.
This is Celestia?
Yeah, Celestia.
Yeah. Celestia, the ball python.
Oh, you're shy.
Unknown age, unknown sex, but we can get the sex if we need to. Arrived with scrapes along the back. Most healed with a shed, but a couple minor spots need another shed cycle. So, probably had some kind of a cave or something, or burn, that they scratched themselves on, and a couple sheds later, it's back to what it should be, other than a few minor ones that Emily's probably pointing out there. It's on Frozen Thoughts, small rats, eaten a couple times in our care, needs a 4x2x2, and the adoption fee is $30. Not a whole lot to say, just a bog standard ball python.
Your normal ball python with some scarring down her back. I bet you're right. I bet she had something heavy that she snuck under and scraped her spine against.
That would be my guess.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a burn or a bite or anything, so yeah, I bet that's what it was. But yeah, other than that, perfectly healthy ball python, Celestia. There you go.
If you want a ball python, good friendly one, that's a good one. What do we got next? Oh my gosh. All right.
Cute.
Going from a large ball python to a super small ball python.
I haven't met this friend yet. Hello, you must be new.
This one's name is Big Destiny. It's an orange dream ball. We're thinking male, but you know, it's less than 1 year old. Would need a 20-gallon long at this size, but again, it's going to get to the size of 4x2x2. It's a small little lad, a bit timid, could use some extra treats, but he is a cutie pie.
Yeah, you are. Oh my gosh, you are really pretty too.
He's eating rat fuzzies for us.
Oh, frozen thawed?
Yep.
Nice. Okay,
or
so
it just says rat fuzzies, so I'm guessing.
It would say live if it was on live.
So yeah, just.
Yeah, so it's got to be frozen thawed then, yeah. So this actually would be a really good option if somebody is looking for a starter snake, a starter ball python, and wants to adopt, but wants a baby, but wants a pretty... This kind of checks all those boxes. This one's already on frozen thawed rats.
It's only $60.
Yeah, $60 adoption fee.
Plus the $49. Is it? I thought we were doing a special.
Yeah, it's $49 instead of $65.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's okay. We already covered that.
Yeah, plus the $49 shipping. You know, that brings it up to what it is generally in retail. So.
Yeah, so if you'd like to adopt this friend, Big Destiny is the name.
Big Destiny.
You can click on the link in the description below.
Orange Dream Ball Python.
Yeah, beautiful little friend. Oh, you're so cute. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, here, let's switch. I can read a card if you want animal. Thank you. Thank you.
Sure.
Oh, perfect.
I'll stay on camera for a second. Oh, wow, little.
Yeah. Speaking of little snakes, this is Rarity, the corn snake. We don't have a name on him, but due to his size, he's probably a year or two old. He needs at least a 20-gallon long enclosure, but will get big enough to need a either 40-gallon or 4x2x2 as an adult. He's currently eating frozen thawed hopper mice for us, and he came in a little underweight, but he's still now a good size to be adopted out. Just needs a little more TLC to beef him up a little bit more. But he's a good weight to be adopted out. His adoption fee is $30 or $30 plus $49 for shipping if needed. Again, his name is Rarity, and he's just a normal corn snake.
Normal male.
Yeah, normal male. Definitely a male with that tail.
He is pretty, though.
Yeah, he is.
Corn snakes are beautiful.
They really are. This is another really good starter snake, too. If you're thinking about getting a first snake, and again, you want to adopt, this would be a good option for you. He's a good eater and a beautiful guy. Well, we have a minute. Should we take a quick intermission? I'm going to open a package that I promised a fan who was in our zoo yesterday that I would open this on screen. So we're going to take a quick break from adoption animals to let poor Haley catch up on emails.
Yep.
And we are going to open a package on screen. And then we have still like 40 more animals to show you. Don't worry, we have plenty more.
We've been going for 45 minutes and we still got like an hour plus to go.
Yeah, so this is from Dylan. He sent us art. Let's see. Hi, Emily and Ed and all of the employees at Snake Discovery. I'm 13, going to be 14 in 2 weeks. Happy early birthday, Dylan. I love your channel, and your channel got me introduced to the wonderful world of reptiles. I have a ball python named Fenrir, aka Fen, that I got from Adoption Island last year. Thanks for adopting from us. I didn't realize Fen was from us. Oh dear, we have an angry friend coming over.
Nice.
Stop clicking the pen. Why'd you have to give him a pen? No, we're taking the pen away.
Oh.
Stop giving Ed clicky pens. He clicks them all the time.
Got artwork.
Yeah, artwork. Thank you so much, Dylan, for the art. Oh, and for the donation to Adoption Island. You didn't have to do that. Oh, thank you so much. That was very nice of you, Dylan. All right, we've made Ken hold this snake long enough. It's state fair season, so we have snake on a stick for you to consider adopting.
He can't strike very far.
Very vocal, and maybe I'll steal his card. Thank you. This is Andy, the boa constrictor. He might be an anery, we're not sure, or he just has unique colors.
I'd prefer not to get bit by you, dude.
This is one that's from the the confiscation case.
Oh,
he is a little on the thinner side, but still within the normal range of a healthy weight for a boa constrictor. Female. I guess she was just probed today.
No.
Okay, not unknown sex anymore. Her name can still be Andy, but she is a female. She will need a 4x2 foot enclosure, but soon will need something bigger like a 6 foot enclosure because she will get considerably larger.
And she has calmed down just being out, so.
She's gonna go into shed, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, that doesn't help at all.
But
Hi.
yeah, you look.
It's okay. I know. Please don't strike me.
Her adoption fee is $40, and we can ship. This is close to the max size that we can ship, but we still could ship Andy if you'd like to adopt her. There's a nice strike. Yeah.
Thank you for treating me like the tree there, Andy.
Yeah, thanks for just striking at me. I appreciate that. She is eating frozen thawed small rats just fine. Again, she was part of that confiscation, so we just need to find her a good forever home.
Yep.
So adoption fee is $40. If you'd like to apply to adopt her, you can click on the link in the description below or scan the QR code on screen.
Please don't bite me.
Put that right there.
Oh, you're so cute.
Okay, yeah, we'll swap her out. She's in shed, so she's a little cranky, and she has a sad past, unfortunately. So she's still kind of settling in from all of that. But she is eating frozen thawed, so she's feeling comfortable enough to eat at least. Next up is Elevator Music.
Ugh.
This is a male bearded dragon. He's 1 to 2 years old. He is your bog standard male bearded dragon that's 1 to 2 years old. He's healthy. He loves collard greens, so he's eating vegetables really well. And he will need at least, if I didn't say it already, a 4x2 foot enclosure. And his adoption fee is the standard $45 that we do for bearded dragons. I wonder how he got the name Elevator Music.
Maybe he was humming when they were doing
the
intake.
Sometimes I wonder how
he
they
definitely has a grip.
He does, yeah. He's young, adult size, but still young and has plenty of years ahead of him.
Unlike that last bearded dragon.
Yeah, that 12-year-old. Oh, I hope we find a home for that one.
Yeah.
But you'll probably find a good home with a nice family.
Male?
Is he male? Oh, is he one of those tricky ones? He has a wide head.
I believe he is male.
Probably male?
I think male.
Ed likes to try to resex all of the bearded dragons.
I'm pretty sure he's a male.
Okay, he does have visible pores, so I would agree with you there.
Females will have visible pores too.
So, yeah, there you go. 4x2, and we also have, in case you missed it earlier, we do have baby bearded dragons for adoption as well, if you would prefer to grow one up from a young age.
If you want to feed it twice a day, Make sure that it has all the things.
That is true. I usually recommend to adopt an adult bearded dragon if you can, not only because they are usually already socialized, but because they're a lot more affordable to feed. Babies will eat you out of house and home of bugs, and they need to be fed multiple times a day, as many bugs as they can eat, because they grow so incredibly fast. They get the size in a year, and you saw those babies earlier. But as adults, they're primarily vegetable eaters, with like maybe 10% bugs, but 90% vegetables.
Also, he loves
collard greens. Oh yeah, I saw all the O's on there. Yeah, he really likes collard greens.
He likes to eat like a bearded dragon.
He's already on vegetables, which is great. Awesome. And now we're going to wait for our next friend who's on their way. Oh, we've got another Chameleon friend. Awesome. We showed you a female Russian tortoise earlier today. That was number 1 on our adoption list. This is a male Russian tortoise that we have for adoption. His name is Raspberry Festival, and we don't have an age on him, but again, they're all wild caught, so even if we have an age, it's really just an estimation, or it's just how long previous owner has had them for. He will need at least a 4x2 foot enclosure, and he was found outside in Hopkins, Minnesota. We made a post about him trying to find his owner, but nobody claimed him, and we've had him long enough that we can't keep holding him to try to find his home. We have a 2-week additional holding policy, and nobody claimed him, so now we just have to find him a home. His adoption fee isn't written on here, but it's $50. I'll just fill that in. That's okay. We know their adoption fee. So yeah, his adoption fee is $50. He seems like a really healthy Russian tortoise, so he was taken care of in his previous home.
Hopefully he didn't run away from his previous home.
Hopefully not. I mean, nobody claimed him. We did try to find his home.
We did.
If I remember correctly, he has a notch underneath. He has something on his shell that made him noticeable or identifiable.
Oh, that's right. We had somebody reach out. Maybe it was that.
Oh, maybe it was that. Yeah, I don't know.
Spike right here.
Could be.
But
yeah, nobody claimed him, so we have to find him a new home.
Yep.
All right, so there you go. That is Raspberry Festival, the Russian tortoise. Hopefully we can find him a home. He could get adopted with that female, too. Just saying.
Yeah,
just saying, that's a possibility.
We could adopt out the female with the male and, let things happen. Anyway.
You could breed Russian tortoises because they're all wild caught.
Yeah. This is a ball python female, according to previous owner anyway. Her name is Cinnamon. She is friendly and explorative and also very pretty. She is 4 years old. She's been eating frozen thawed small rats for us. And her adoption fee is $30. Again, 4x2 enclosure for her. Just another bog standard ball python.
Yep. Just a normal ball python. We do get a lot of them. But they make great pets too, and she also needs a home. So
they are awesome to just chill with.
Yeah, good to watch movies with.
Yeah.
So there you go. If you'd like to adopt her or apply to adopt her, click the link in the description below. This is Cinnamon. Okay.
Oh, Emily gets to do
I guess I'll do this next one. Alright, I might need
You're going to need a set of gloves, so I guess you're going to...
Oh, that's right. She's just...
But nails are nails. Yeah. Well, Emily tries to grab this monitor. I don't know really what to say, but yeah, it's going well.
Here, it's in my pocket. No, her card isn't.
I'll just help you out.
Thank you.
This is a female Mangrove Monitor that we had surrendered to us. She's 3 years old, according to her previous owner. Her name is Mira. The tail tip has been amputated.
Yep, she's had some vet work.
She arrived with an open wound on her back as well. And it seems to be healing well. She is your typical squirmy monitor. She hasn't bit much.
Yeah, she's not bitey at all. She hasn't bit anybody. She just wiggles around a bunch. Yeah. Trying to hold her so the camera focuses on her. Sorry.
Yeah, we're moving back and forth.
Yeah, sorry. She keeps wiggling. Go for it. If there's anything else.
She needs a 6x2 enclosure, at least.
And
she will move everywhere and use every inch of that enclosure.
Yes, they're very active, need the UVB, a lot of climbing structures and enrichment. She does have some scarring on her back because of the wound she came to us with, but it has been since healed. We've treated it. She just likes to move a lot, but she doesn't, as you can see, she's not trying to bite or anything. She's just a very active monitor. So just a lot of space is what she'll need. All right.
Kind of cool. We don't get those very often in the adoption program, although we have had 3 monitors in the last 3 months. But
that's true. We've had a weird influx of monitors.
You had a Nile, a Mangrove, and I think another Nile.
Yeah, it's a baby Nile. You'll get to meet that one later.
Yeah, you'll see that one.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll pass her back.
I will hand Emily this adoption card so I can stay on camera and be pretty for all of you. Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh wait, Nick, don't run away yet.
Here's our card. Here we go, we'll trade.
Ooh, hi, cutie.
This was the bearded dragon from the confiscation case.
The one that was like really healthy. He made sure he
Yeah.
took care of this one.
Very healthy. This is Fritz. He is a hypo-bearded dragon. We don't know his age, but he was well taken care of. We don't really have many notes for him other than, he came from that situation. But he, he's a good dragon. He's really pretty.
He's definitely a boy.
He's a good eater for us so far. His adoption fee is $60 since he is a fancy morph, so it's just a little bit more of an adoption fee for that. And $49 for shipping if you would need him shipped. But yeah, his name is Fritz. He's a hypo-bearded dragon, and he's a really healthy guy.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can find him.
He is a cutie.
He was very personable.
I love the orange.
Oh, remember when we took him in and we did his initial health exam?
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
we did the health exams right over there for
right.
all the animals.
He just chilled with us and ate tons of superworms.
Yeah, we just filled him up with superworms that night. Awesome. He has a very outgoing personality. I do remember. Oh, we have adoptions!
Boop, 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 boop. We got new adoptions.
Adoptions! Oh my gosh, the Dumeral's Boa! Got adopted,
nice.
Jewel. Yes. Okay, Jewel, the Dumeral's Boa, just got adopted by Garrick and Tanya. Thank you so much for adopting Jewel. That's awesome. And one of the 7 dwarfs, one of the baby beardies, just got adopted by William. Thank you so much for adopting. That's awesome. That's why we do this.
We have the next adoption.
Oh, next friend. Oh, this is Red Bull. Do you want to bring her up to the camera and I'll read?
Yep.
Okay, this is Red Bull. We do not have an age or a gender, but we could probe if you would like us to. He or she, they are a bit chunky. They're a little bit skittish. They have a little bit of scale rot on the underside, which may have cleared up by now, actually. Maybe not quite yet. I think we're one shed away.
I don't see anything.
Maybe it did clear up.
A little bit right here is what we're talking about.
Yeah. But maybe that's what it was before.
Very, very minor.
Yeah. So Red Bull it's nothing to worry about. We would need a 4x2 by 2 foot enclosure, and it looks like Red Bull is switching between preferring live and frozen thawed.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't eat at first until we offered live. Yes, we're talking about you. Then
I would never do that.
Then you took frozen thawed for a bit, and then you went back to live, and now, most recently, you were back on frozen thawed again.
I mean, do you like to eat the same thing every time you eat? I can understand.
Likes variety in life. I mean, variety is
maybe African softer, maybe a mouse, maybe a rat.
It is all rats, at least. So we've got that. Just switching between live and frozen thawed small rats. So Red Bull's adoption fee is $30, and oh, I see. Now I see this note. I'm sorry. We were waiting for a shed to clear up the bad scale rot, and he shed, and now it's cleared up except for a small little spot. So that's why we're approved now for adoption.
And he is just a teeny bit chunky, if anything. Not like he's actually. Pretty good
actually, I'm gonna take that off.
Yeah,
he's lost enough weight to not be chunky anymore.
Yeah, he's a good weight.
Yeah, you're good to go, I think. We actually changed his feeding schedule to once every several weeks instead of every week. So that makes sense why we've lost a little bit of weight too. So again, he will need a 4x2 by 2 since he is fully grown. He's a nice coffee chocolatey brown. Yeah. He's like a really pretty normal. But there you go. That is Red Bull. If you'd like to adopt him or her, you can click the link in the description below and fill out the application.
Scan the QR code.
Or scan the QR code. We already have 4 adoptions so far, so we'll keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, we got a really pretty ball python now.
Ooh, okay, this is gorgeous. This is Robin, the ball python. She came to us with mites. She has been treated since. They haven't come back. We are good to go. We are mite-free now. She is a Phantom Sugar Pastel morph, if I'm reading this correctly. She is 2 years old. We actually have her date of birth, or the year at least. She was hatched in 2022. And her adoption fee is $75. She will need at least we have 20 long. I think at this point she might need a 40.
I would say 40.
Yeah, I think she's grown enough with us that she's now going to need a 40. She was kind of like a borderline to begin with. We're going to do 40 gallon. She's now big enough for a 40 gallon.
Yep.
And she is eating frozen thawed. Ooh, it doesn't say. I will have to ask Alex what she is eating. I would assume
frozen thawed weaned.
It's
probably.
Frozen thawed, but I assume rats. Yeah,
I would assume weaned.
We usually try to get them on rats right away.
Or very small rats.
Yeah. I bet you're right. I bet it's frozen thawed weaned. So we can verify that. But yeah, that is Robin, the gorgeous ball python. Yeah. Oh, she's a cutie. So if you'd like to adopt her, scan the QR code or click the link in the description below. And my goodness, we have 3,100 people watching. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. This is awesome. Thanks for coming back if you saw the technical difficulties earlier. Is this Rico Suave? Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh, it's my best friend.
We've had Rico Suave forever.
We've had Rico Suave, I think, since the last Adoptathon.
Somebody needs to give Rico Suave a home.
Someone please adopt him. He's my best friend. If he doesn't get adopted, I might just have to keep him myself.
Don't say that. People will.
Okay, no, I won't. I won't keep him. He needs a home. He really does need a home. He's just a very personable guy, though.
Yep,
Look at
he's
that.
a male leopard gecko. He came in unhealthy, I guess. Severe MPD in the front leg and jaw. Stuck shed on toes, dehydrated. He prefers to be tongue fed, but...
Oh yeah, we are spoiling him left and right by tongue feeding him, and he loves it.
He is gaining his jaw strength back, prefers soft food like hornworms or waxworms. But yeah, his adoption fee is $20 and needs at least a 20-gallon long. But a 40-gallon is preferred, but
yeah,
we
at least
understand at the same time.
Yeah, at least a 20 long for this guy, especially since he has mobility issues. 20 long I think would be just fine. If you really wanted to spoil him, though, we would love if you put him in a 40. But yeah, this guy has been with us forever, so we would love if he found a home finally. He actually came down in April, if I remember correctly. He went down with us to Dallas, and then
He's
to
a world
Sacramento,
traveler.
and then back here. He's traveled around the U.S. He helped us witness the eclipse in Indianapolis.
That's right, yeah.
Like, this guy has traveled the U.S. with us, and he still hasn't found a home. So Rico Suave here, our entire staff will be very sad when he does find a home, because we've all fallen in love. But the thing with rescues is you can't keep them all. But there you go. Hopefully we can find him a home. All right, Rico Suave, let's put you back. Awesome. And next up, we have another leopard gecko.
Hooray! We have a lot of leopards, so...
There we are. We've had this guy for a while, too, actually. He's been in our album and up front for quite a while.
This one's name is Hogi. He is a male Leo of 4 years. He is missing toes and skittish, apparently, but he doesn't look too skittish there.
Yeah, he's been with us long enough. He's kind of calmed down.
Yeah. He would also need a 20-gallon, so...
20 long. That's our minimum for adult leopard geckos. Some are so big we require a 40, but he is still small enough. He'd be approved to go in a 20 long if that's all you got.
I didn't know the donation thing was still set up.
Oh,
Thank
really?
you for the donation, whoever just donated.
Oh.
And everybody who's been doing super chats.
Oh my gosh.
And everybody who's been donating
Oh.
in whatever ways. You guys are all amazing.
You don't have to donate. That's way nice of you. Thank you. And I will go straight to the animals, but you don't have to donate. We're just trying to find them homes. That's the point of this stream.
Yes.
You have a chunky tail, too. Oh my goodness. You
He's
are
a big,
awesome.
beefy boy.
Man, Hogi.
And next up, we have a ball python.
Do you want to hold our
Sure,
friend
I'll
and I
hold.
will read the tag?
I don't know what to say when I'm standing up here.
You're
so.
good. You're doing fine. This is Juice. We have had Juice actually for quite a while. Speaking of juice, I'm going to take a drink of my adult juice.
It's what flavor juice? Black cherry juice?
Black cherry juice, yes.
Nice.
He is a male according to his previous owner, so we can probe to confirm if you would like us to. He's about 2 years old, and his adoption fee is $30, plus $49 if you would not like him shipped to you. Again, we are, Redline Shipping is sponsoring the Adoptathon, and we are able to offer a discounted $49
We
shipping.
can also combine animals in boxes to save on shipping if you would like
It
that.
would only be one shipping fee if you adopted two at once.
Yeah, as long as they fit in the same box.
Yeah. Juice here will need a 4x2x2 since he is big enough to need it at this point. He's borderline, but we would like to see him go into a 4x2x2 just to live out the rest of his life. Then you don't have to worry about updating or upgrading him anymore. He's very sweet. He was surrendered with stuck shed, which we have since taken care of. And sadly, he is a resurrender into our program. He was adopted out, and then life changed. They couldn't keep him anymore, and he was surrendered back to our program. So we are hoping to find his actual forever home now through maybe this stream, or eventually we'll find him.
I will say he is very, very head shy.
Oh, is he?
Like, even neck, he's like, no, don't touch me there.
Oh, so he's a shy guy.
Yeah, he's a little shy.
No, that's okay, buddy.
Yeah.
He's eating frozen thawed small rats for us really well, so he's a good eater. Just needs a loving home.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. That is Juice.
Juice, the male ball python.
The male ball python. And next up we have a corn snake for you guys to meet. I think this is the last corn snake in the rescue that's currently available for adoption. I could be wrong. But this is...
Let's see if I can get bit by this one.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
This is little Mousie, the corn snake.
He is teeny.
He is some sort of morph, maybe. He kind of reminds me of an Everglades rat snake, honestly. We don't know of any confirmed morphs, though, so we just have the basic $30 adoption fee for him. He'll need at least a 40-gallon tank, which is the equivalent of a 36 by 18 by 18 inch enclosure. He's currently eating frozen thawed mouse fuzzies. I think he's big enough to upgrade at least soon to hoppers. he's kind of borderline. We've done a couple fuzzies with him, but you could soon upgrade him to hoppers if you would like. Thank you, Amy B, and thank you, Blue in Texas, for the donations. You do not have to send donations. Oh my gosh, I just saw those come through. He is, oh my gosh.
Hoppers.
That's right. I didn't realize that was this guy. He's 8 years old.
Oh.
Yeah. He is tiny. I totally forgot
Did
that
they
was...
just not feed him ever?
I guess. I don't know. He has one kind of wonky eye, if I remember
You sure
correctly.
he's a male? That looks female to
That's
me.
a female.
This is a female.
Okay, so he was male according to his previous owners, but yeah, we can
That
actually...
happens a lot. People believe they have a female or a male, and then they just name it that and just go on with their lives.
Yeah.
It doesn't
yeah.
matter. His name is still going to be Little Mousie.
Exactly.
Her name is going to be Little
Her
Mousie.
name is Little Mousie still. So the oddball thing about her eye is her right eye is kind of
I can show
recessed.
that.
Yeah, if you want to show it, it's kind of recessed in. It seems like a birth defect. I wouldn't be surprised if she was blind in her right eye. But she has full usage of her left eye. She's able to hunt and eat just fine. She's very sweet.
Yeah,
a beautiful little corn snake. Just very, very small
Okay.
for her age.
Work with
So
me, camera.
My guess is she was just
Normal
not fed very
eye.
often at all, so she is stunted.
Normal
So,
eye.
She
Ugh, girl.
she moves a lot too.
Yes, she does.
Can you show off those eyes?
Bad eye.
Maybe.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yep.
hopefully you can kind of see it there. So, if you are, oh my gosh, Jeffrina, thank you so much. You are so nice, Jeffrina. I did not realize the donation thing actually popped up too. I
Yeah.
saw that for the first
That's
time.
why I
there.
saw
oh my
it.
gosh.
And it caught me off guard.
Wow,
Like,
holy
I
cow.
set that up a long
Thank you.
time
You
ago.
don't have to donate, but
Completely
thank
forgot.
you. I will
And we
thank
also have
whenever-
a level 2 hype train going.
Oh, a hype train on
Wow,
Twitch. Gosh,
nice.
that's awesome. Okay, sorry. Back to Little Mousie. My guess is she was just fed fuzzies like once a month or so.
Yeah.
So just not fed
It's
much.
a wreck situation.
So if you're looking for a corn snake that won't need a 4x2x2 at this age and that size, it's a pretty safe bet to think she won't need something bigger than a 40-gallon for the rest of her life at this point. So if you want a small corn snake, she might be a good option for you. She's actually
Yeah.
really friendly too.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's Little Mousie. You
Little
can
Mousie.
apply right now. We have someone behind the laptop, Haley, and I think maybe Kim too, are working together to answer as many emails and approve adoptions, or answer as many questions that come in via email as they can. And they are right now live answering emails and applications.
It's a really messed up leopard gecko.
This is Zeke. We've had him forever too.
Aw.
Oh, we've had him since the spring. So Zeke and Rico Suave, the other one we showed you, we've had for a long time. He is a leopard gecko, a male. He has a myriad of health issues, unfortunately.
Yes.
He came in with hypovitaminosis A, which meant he had eye issues, skin issues. He just had lack of vitamin A.
Can you go this
which
way
is
so I can
usually
show
seen
off
in
your body?
The eye and skin. So we actually had to inject him with straight up vitamin A upon arrival. He also had a vet check afterwards for his right eye because it continued to look odd. And our vet said he will always be blind in his right eye as a result of lack of vitamin A growing up. He also has metabolic bone disease, so his bones were formed improperly due to lack of calcium. And this is all avoidable if you just sprinkle food, the bugs, with
Calcium
multivitamin.
and multivitamin.
Calcium and multivitamin. It's so easy to avoid this in leopard geckos, but some people just aren't, told that they need to dust food with multivitamin or calcium, and this is unfortunately what happens. He also has a possible healed fracture in his back. It could be metabolic bone disease, which is more of what I'm leaning towards, because I think we'd see issues in like paralysis if it was a fracture in his back. But he does have an indent, or at least a kink in his back.
Yep.
So that is Zeke the leopard gecko. He'll need at least a 20-gallon enclosure, and his adoption fee is $20. So there you go. He is doing well now. He looks a lot better than when we first got him.
He's got buggy eyes, though.
He does, yeah. He has eye issues from
Yeah.
the vitamin A
Poor
issues
dude.
when he was younger. But that's okay. We can find him a good home, too. He's another we're all kind of falling in love with because we've had him for so long. And he just has that cute personality.
You still have another corn.
Oh my gosh. I didn't. Oh, this one's from up front.
Oh, this is the one that we found.
We found?
It accidentally got out of its enclosure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
Oh,
Alex
you guys
found
did.
it going through the zoo.
Oh, nice. Okay. So this is an escape artist corn
Yeah.
snake. That thankfully does not happen often.
No.
It's not often we see a corn snake loose in the zoo. This is Jermaine. He is a 10 to 15-year-old male corn snake. Why don't you double check? Male.
Okay.
Because now I'm...
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, male. This is a male corn snake. He is a snowmorph, which is anery and anarthristic
You don't have to look at
combined.
me like I'm food, dude.
His special notes are that he's very kind and he is a poop artist. So he
Nice.
likes to make
He's
Picasso
a
paintings.
Picasso.
Yes, loves to paint with it. He's also an escape artist too.
Yes, he make sure your clips are in working order with this guy.
Is that what the problem was? The lock wasn't on
the
all the
lock.
way?
We had dirt in the track,
Oh.
so the door was about that
It
far.
didn't close all the
and
way?
he just whooped right out of it. So
Yep, that'll do it.
yeah, so we fixed that. Now he's been stuck in his enclosure.
Yeah.
To his dismay.
Wow.
dismay.
Lo and behold, you take the dirt out of the track and the door closes all the way.
I know.
He can't escape.
It's crazy.
Yeah, oh, that was fun. So again, that is Jermaine. His adoption fee is $60, and he is a male corn snake, a snow morph.
Somebody put an adoption in for Andy.
Oh, Andy the
Yeah,
Boa?
We'll see.
Oh,
but-
cool. That'd be awesome if he got adopted. We have people answering emails, and Haley's working on applications right now, trying to get people approved. So hopefully you
Alright.
hear back soon for your application.
So we have another corn snake.
Oh my gosh.
This thing is, I don't know how I'm going to get it on screen. It is
Oh.
teeny.
Okay, I know the story of this one, because I actually helped with this one being surrendered to us. This was a tiny little baby. It was surrendered by another pet store that I'm not going to name, but it was
okay.
surrendered because it wasn't eating for them, and they weren't able to feed live as it was against policy. So instead, they did the right thing. Since it wasn't eating frozen thawed for them, they didn't want it to starve to death, so they surrendered it to us because we could feed live if needed. It actually ended up eating
Frozen thawed right away.
frozen thawed pinks right away for us.
Yeah.
So it might have just been too stressful on the sales floor.
Yep.
But they did the right thing. Kudos to the pet store, finding it a different environment so that it could thrive. It's eating well. It's just a baby amelanistic corn snake. Its adoption fee is $60, and it's ready to go right now.
It's a female.
You think it's a female?
Yeah. I would say female. Tapers right away.
Mate.
I'm going to go female.
Okay.
Probable female.
Okay, sounds good. I will write female question mark because we're not sure quite
Yeah.
yet. So there you go. Her name
Right.
is Jin.
Itty bitty baby.
Yeah, little amelanistic corn snake. So again, another one you can watch grow up if you want to start with something small, but also want to rescue.
Here we go.
Okay. Oh, another adoption. Oh, Rarity, the corn snake got adopted by Aaron. Yes, hooray! Rarity found a home. Thank you, Aaron, for adopting Rarity. That is awesome. We are at 5 adoptions during this stream. That's great.
Here you go. You can take this one out.
Okay, thank you. All right.
This is Leopard Gecko we have almost no information on.
Oh, is this is this mugshot?
This is Mars.
Oh, okay.
So it's part of the planet's surrender.
Oh yeah.
It's a female. It's 5 years old. And it's, what, $20 is the adoption fee?
Yep.
$20, and it needs 20-gallon lung. That's it. That's all we got. It's got a regrown tail. I can tell that.
Beautiful head stamp. Oh, I haven't even shown the tail yet because I was so distracted by the head. Yep, we do have a regenerated tail there.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, you are gorgeous.
Wow, the hype train is at level 4.
Whoa!
Come on, people. Let's get it up there.
Hype train on Twitch. Awesome. Thanks for all the hype, guys. All right, it looks like she has all her toes by the... Yep, I'm just kind of doing a quick overview because I have not met her myself yet. She's really...
Definitely a she.
You are... Let's see. You are definitely a girl, yes. And yeah, just this color is so pretty. This yellow with this caramely brown. Just a really pretty combination.
Somebody said the head stamp looks like a map.
Looks like a map?
Yeah.
Oh, let's take another look. Oh, I could see it. Yeah, that definitely looks like a map. I love all the little squiggles in the head. That is great. Oh, and you're doing little bleps, of course, too. So if you'd like to adopt, what was our name?
It is Mars.
Mars.
M-A-R-S.
If you would like to adopt Mars, you can click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on screen. And we can ship, along with most of these rescues tonight, for an additional $49.
Thanks
All
to
right.
Redline Shipping.
Yes, thank you, Redline Shipping. Whoa. And she is a little chunky.
She's a squirmy little girl.
Adventurous.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. Oh, yeah, perfect. All right.
Oh,
Next friend. Oh, we look old.
this is a 8-plus-year-old ball
Yeah.
python.
She looks
Her name is
old.
Lady Rainicorn.
Oh.
She is possible a female, but again, any of that we can check.
We can
before
probe
ship.
to know
We
for
can-
sure. We,
$30 adoption fee, needs a 4x2x2 enclosure. She is slamming small rats. What?
She could handle mediums.
Yeah.
She doesn't
I'm
need
guessing-
them, but
I'm guessing she's on small to lose a little bit of weight.
that would make sense.
She is very sweet. She's very curious. Good with handling, and a possible jungle morph.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember when she came in. She's a really wonky pattern, which sometimes is caused by the pastel morph. But we were talking to our friend Kayla with Parthomore Exotics, and Parthomore, right? Yeah, I believe.
So.
Oh, brain fart. Yeah, I believe Parthmore Exotics. She helps identify all the ball python morphs for us that come into the rescue. And she was thinking this could be a jungle morph, which isn't a predictable morph if I remember correctly, or it's not genetic or something. So it's a weird looking morph, but since we don't know what it is for sure, it's just basic ball python adoption fee of $30.
We also just completed the level 4 hype train.
Yes, hype train. I don't know.
Good job, everybody. I think that's it, or maybe it got to level 4 and timed out. I don't know.
I don't know what that means. I don't know. I'm not a Twitch person. I just do YouTube.
There's a Charmander holding a knife. Wow, that's a crazy.
That's an emoticon. Great. That is Lady Rainicorn.
Yep, Lady Rainicorn. Beautiful female. And now you're looking at me again.
Yep.
Just standing here.
Okay.
All right.
There you go. Next friend.
This is Homer.
So, was he part of? I remember a Homer from the confiscation.
Yes, this is part of the neglect case, number 28 from the neglect case. Leopard Gecko, female, unknown age. Again, not a lot that we know about this. She came in at 30 grams, and she's $20. Needs a 20-gallon enclosure.
She wasn't thrown away.
No. For some reason, other leopard geckos were, but not her.
Others from her house were thrown in the trash, but she wasn't. And she actually seems pretty well taken care of, so we're just so confused. But she's in good hands now. We will find her a good home, and that's what the important thing is.
What was the final count on the number of animals in that case?
32 total, but 4 were DOAs.
DOAs when we got there, and then there was
so
the
28
2 before that.
Yeah, so 28 total were taken from the house that were still alive, and there were 4 2 ball pythons, a milk snake, and that tarantula that were passed away in the house, unfortunately. But we were able to save the rest, and this is one of them. So your life is saved. Yes, we're going to find you a good home. Okay, yes. This was Homer, the
leopard gecko.
The female leopard gecko.
Yeah, you know, Homer can be a female.
We are halfway through our adoptions.
Oh, sweet. We're halfway, so it should take us 2 hours and 30 minutes to finish this stream. And we have now a Savannah Monitor coming out.
Yes.
We have 2 Savannah Monitors, right?
2. Oh, yeah, we have 2. One's from confiscation, and it's too thin still.
Okay.
To be adopted.
So So if you're interested in Savannah Monitors and you're just not liking this one for whatever reason,
Thank you.
there is another one that came from this the neglect case. So this is a male Savannah Monitor named Kobe. He's about 4 years old. Got some minor tail kinks, friendly but food motivated, like they all are.
Yeah.
Abscess was removed. Oh, this one had an abscess in its foot.
Yeah, we had our vet. We worked with our vet actually on this one. You helped remove the abscess.
Yes, I did. That was
you were
crazy
vet tech
thing.
for a day. Hopefully, I can show this and have it.
I will just duck my head down.
Kind of weird angle. So there was an abscess in his back left foot here that was surgically removed, stitched up. He was on antibiotics. Stitches have recently been removed, and he is all healed up, ready to go.
Yeah.
He has
Stitches
good days.
Came out last week.
Yeah, I think. When did you?
Yeah, it was just within the last, 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, stitches, 4 or 5 days ago were removed and looks all healed up. Antibiotics are done, so he is approved for adoption. He loves to eat.
He needs a nail trim.
Well, they're sharp. They're not long, but his nails are sharp, yes.
So if you want to handle him without gloves, you definitely need a nail trim.
The only problem with him is he has great days, like today. He's looking fantastic. He's handleable. And then he has not so great days where he tries to bite my hand, which is why we use gloves, because you never know what day he's having. He actually we were in the process of packing him up to ship him to Garrett with Reach Out Reptiles.
Oh, that's right.
When he chomped down on my hand. Oh,
in the glove.
Like
just
this.
Like that.
Yeah, he really likes food, and that's what he tries to do, is he just thinks it's time to eat when it's not time to eat, and that's why we wear gloves.
You should turn towards the camera.
Because so you can see him?
No, so they can see him.
Oh, that's what I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, this is just, if it could focus, this is what he does. He just decides, you know what, I'm gonna chomp down and try to eat you. So wear gloves with this guy, because you never know when that's gonna come out. And I showed Garrett a picture of him chewing on gloves just like this, and he said, yeah, maybe not. We need him to wear a harness on TV. So we decided to pass on sending him to Garrett, because we didn't want this to happen on live TV.
Yeah.
But he is a really good eater. He loves to eat everything. He's kind of our garbage disposal here at Snake Discovery until he finds a home.
Yep.
So I'm gonna hand him back.
6x2x2 enclosure. Again, his name is Kobe, and his adoption fee is $30.
Yes, really good eating Savannah Monitor, but wear gloves.
I will just set this over here. I will take. I will throw that there. I'll jump back on screen. Star-Lord the Ball Python was adopted by Christina. Thank you so much, Christina.
That's why.
Have fun with Star-Lord.
Star-Lord, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yay! That's awesome. Here, you take
Sure.
Vixen, and we'll trade.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, so this is Vixen, who is a female, pastel morph, would you
I wouldn't say that's a pastel, but...
Maybe because of the pattern. I'm going to say possible, too normally looking for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes pastel it changes the pattern more than the color, but I don't think that's an obvious enough pastel to be adopted out as one, so
No.
we're going to change our adoption fee there. This is a, let's just say normal, possibly
Yeah.
pastel.
I would say
Probably
normal.
The normal female ball python named Vixen. She will need at least a 40-gallon enclosure, preferably a 4x2x2 if you could. We don't have her age, unfortunately, but
She looks young.
we do. Yeah, she looks young. I'd probably say 3 or 4 years or younger.
She's got like the Scream face on her. Like
Oh,
from that
nice.
painting, The Scream.
She does. Look at
Yeah.
that. But yeah, she is eating frozen thawed rat pups for us. So
No
she
alien
is. She was originally on live for us because she wouldn't eat frozen thawed, and then we've had her for a while. We have now transitioned her to frozen thawed.
Yeah.
I'm guessing because of all these crazy side patterns, someone maybe thought she was a pastel, or she came in as a pastel. But yeah, I think we're just gonna label her as a normal because I don't think I could justify the difference in adoption fees. So her adoption fee, instead of $60, which is our pastel adoption fee, we're just gonna do the $30 adoption fee for her.
So if you want a really pretty, dark, normal, possibly pastel, if somebody sees something that we don't,
Yeah.
there you go, $30.
And this is Vixen?
Vixen, and she needs at least a 40-gallon.
Yep, there you go. Or we can ship for an additional $49 thanks to Redline shipping. Next up, we have another ball python, a really pretty ball python. This is KO, the ball python. He, according to the previous owners, is a male, and he is eating frozen thawed small rats for us. He needs at least a 40-gallon enclosure, but would prefer something a little bit bigger if you have room, but our bare minimum for him right now is 40 gallons. If we have him much longer, though, we're going to have to just bump him up to the next size. He's 1 to 2 years old, according to his previous owner. And his special... He is, a lesser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a lesser morph is all we have written down, but Kayla may have to confirm if he has something else going on, too.
He's really pretty.
He is really pretty, yeah. His adoption fee is $100. His special note is that he is not great at striking his food.
Yeah.
So you may have to hold the mouse a little stiller than you would for some other snakes that have better aim.
He's got a really pretty left eye.
Really?
I don't know if I can get
left
it.
eye specifically?
Yeah. Where's your face at, dude? There it is.
Hopefully you can see it
Yeah.
there.
There's like an orange spot on his eye.
Oh, I love when their eye is split to kind of blend in with the stripe above and below the eye.
Yeah.
I love that look in them. But yeah, this is KO, the lesser ball python. Adoption fee is $100 plus $49 shipping if you need him shipped. And our shipping day is Wednesdays, by the way. We always ship Wednesdays just because it works with our schedule for arrival on Thursday. We always do overnight shipping. If it's going to be over 90 degrees where you live, then we'll have to have them held at your local FedEx hub, but we do it all the time.
This dude is a chunk.
This is Mr. Pig.
Yes. Look at him.
Mr. Pig here is an adult. We don't have an exact age, but he has some metabolic bone disease, but he can still run and he can still climb. He's missing many of his toes and his nails. He could use a bit of a diet because he's a big leopard gecko. We've seen fatter.
Oh, yeah.
He could maybe use a little bit of slimming down.
He's got the calcium pockets.
He does,
under
yeah. He's
under
so
his-
beefy.
Yeah.
He is one that we will need at least he will need at least a 40-gallon enclosure, so a 36 by 18 by 18 inch enclosure, just because of how big he is. He would be too big for our standard leopard gecko size tank of a 20-gallon.
He just looks like a leopard gecko that'd be like, sup, bruh.
Yeah, he really does. Yeah, he has really pretty colors too.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Full
that
tail. Just
man.
some missing toes, but
Just-
you know.
Oh man,
He doesn't
swole.
care. Yeah.
His adoption fee is $20. But again, he will need a slightly bigger enclosure than some of the other leopard geckos in our rescue.
He tried to do a crested gecko there and just jump.
Just leap.
Yeah.
Nice. Whew. All right. Do we have anyone to thank while we wait for our next friend? I think we are good at the moment. I think we're good. We are still we have Haley and Kim in the background who are answering emails. They are approving applications. We have adopted out so far 6 animals now. during the stream, and we'll see if we can make it to a full 10. That'd be pretty cool. And you can still, if you are watching this while it's not live, you can of course apply still. And all next week we're going to be going through a plethora of emails to hopefully approve them all.
Yes.
We have some interesting animals in queue coming up.
If we don't get to your email tonight, after the stream is over, we're stopping answering emails. So don't expect that you're gonna get emails answered right now. Send in one application and just leave it at that. We'll be there on Monday, starting to answer emails again.
Yes.
We have a corn snake who's in shed.
Yes, he is an 8-year-old male amelanistic corn snake. His name is Liminal Space. We're hoping to find him a good home. He is an adult already, so we will need a 4x2x2 foot enclosure. He's a little fat. You can see he has the double chin going on. He has the hips going on.
Does he?
I think he has a little bit of hips. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me anyway. I think I saw him from, maybe it was a bad angle.
A little bit, not too bad.
Yeah, not as obvious as the double chin that you can see.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He is eating frozen thawed adult mice for us, but we're not feeding him every week. We're trying to help him lose some weight. You could honestly feed him once every 3 weeks until he slims down a little bit, but he is one of the requirements during quarantine is that snakes eat for us so we know what they are eating when they get adopted. So he is eating frozen thawed adult mice. And again, this is Liminal Space. His adoption fee is $30. He's just an amelanistic corn snake.
What do you need? As far as
4x2x2. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, he's got the fat ripples. Oh, hang on. I think I saw him there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, on the belly.
Yes, you can see the fat ripples on his belly. Yes, you're
Nice.
so fat, dude.
He's just husky.
Man. Yeah, husky. There you go. We'll
He's
call
a
him
husky boy.
We'll just call him Husky.
Yeah.
You were
husky liminal space.
over conditioned. So we'll
Yeah.
just do that. Yes,
Yeah.
there you go.
It's okay.
Oh, everyone likes a fat snake.
Yeah.
He'd be fine.
Fat snakes are better than skinnier snakes.
So you know how we talked about having 2 Nile monitors in our, or two monitors in our rescue? We had another Nile monitor and I found a really good home, which is great. We have a baby Nile monitor who loves to bite. I think we were biting earlier. I think we were.
He
Yeah.
was biting the gloves, but I'm holding him like
Okay.
this so he doesn't get a chance to bite.
This is Copenhagen, the baby Nile monitor. We've had him for a little while now. And his adoption fee is just $35, but keep in mind his enclosure will be a lot more expensive than that. He'll need at least a 40-gallon enclosure for now, but
I'm sorry.
This is a Nile monitor, guys. This is just a baby, so someone had him for a short amount of time before probably realizing how big they get, changed their mind, we took him in, and now we're hoping to find him that forever home. But
He is stinky.
Is he stinky?
Yes.
Oh no. Hi, buddy.
Want to smell?
No, I don't need to.
Are you sure?
Oh, he's so pretty. Look at his tail.
I
Is he-
understand why they're.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
understand
worse than
why
I
people
thought.
get them.
Oh my gosh,
And
why
if
do
you
you
can-
smell so bad?
He pooped on himself.
Oh,
before coming
okay.
over
Yeah,
here.
that'll do it. So he's a
Yeah.
little bit nervous. His special notes are that he's a little nervous, but
That's what I do when I'm nervous. So.
You poop all over
Yeah,
yourself?
you've seen it.
Yeah, it's true. We're not supposed to talk about that tonight. But anyway, he's a baby. He's prey to everything, so I can't blame him for being a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
But hopefully, with socializing, he can calm down and be a well-mannered Nile monitor when
Yeah.
he is big enough to actually. Gosh, he smells terrible.
That was me. Sorry.
Whew, that one was you, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll do the rest of the
Oh.
stream because now Ed
I'm
smells.
gonna let you grab
Now
the
you
next
do
one
smell.
And go wash my hands.
Okay, you wash your hands because you reek now. Okay. So next up we have a big normal ball python. Here's our next friend. Let's see if I can have her looking at the camera. Where is your face? Let's see. Hopefully oh, there she is. Okay, this is Needles. I didn't even see her. Oh, okay, now I know it's Needles. I can see her scars. Okay, Needles here is a normal ball python. She is 15 years old. She has, that's what it was. Okay. So she has a sad past. She was in her previous home in one of her previous homes, maybe it was 2 ago, when her heat lamp fell on her and burned her body, and she has scars from it. I guess she went through quite a bit. We had talked to her previous owner a bit before we took her in. I guess she was on quite the variety of antibiotics, or quite an extent of antibiotics, while that healed up. And with enough sheds, it has healed up as much as it can. This is Needles, the scarred ball python. Maybe you know her, maybe you don't. But
Off
she.
the top of my head.
Okay. I guess I was talking more to previous owners than you were. But yeah, she has a couple spots here. I was trying to show you both. There's one there. You can kind of see. It's just scar tissue at this point, so it'll never look normal again. But she does eat just fine. What is she eating for us? She is eating frozen thawed Small rats, because she's a little chunky.
Okay.
She could handle medium. She was kind of picky at first. She didn't want frozen thawed. She would only take live, but we have since transitioned her over to frozen thawed. So she's good to go. She's a big sweetheart, has scarring, poor thing, but she is otherwise ready for a new home. Her adoption fee is just $30, but she will require, since she's a big girl, a 4x2 by 2 foot enclosure. There you go, Needles. Yeah, you're a sweetheart. All right. Thank you very much. Here is Needles. And next up we have a ball python doing what they do best.
They're a ball.
Curling up into a ball.
This is a pastel ball python named Comet. Comet is a little bit skinny. It's a male. We don't have an age, but
Actually,
I would guess pretty small.
Not skinny anymore. I think we've had this one.
Came in skinny.
Yeah, came in skinny. You can cross that out. Yeah, we're a good weight
Crossing it out
now. Yeah, some of these animals we haven't seen ourselves in a little bit, so we're kind of updating some things. So we've been so busy with State Fair and Build Off. Anyway.
So it looks like he's been eating frozen thawed pups until he decided he didn't want that anymore, and then he wanted live.
Oh.
Frozen thawed live pup. Not
Frozen,
thawed.
frozen thawed live?
Live pup.
Okay, is he currently on live?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. Oh, you're so pretty.
There's not a whole lot. Since he's a pastel, he's $60 and minimum 40-gallon enclosure. But again, if you want to go with a 4x2x2 right away,
Yeah.
you don't have to invest in one later.
Yeah, you sure could. So if you'd like to adopt Comet, right?
Yep, Comet.
Yeah, if you want to adopt Comet, this cute little pastel.
Pastel ball.
Yeah, you could. Click on the link in the description below or scan the QR code on screen. There you go. You can apply for this little dude. You are so pretty. Gosh, I love pastels. I just love the fading right there. It's so pretty. All right, we're going to hand Comet back over. Oh, we might have some adoptions here. Doo-doo-doo.
We have, Andy the Boa was
Yay!
adopted by Kai? K-A-I? Kai?
Kai.
K?
Kai.
Kai, okay.
I think that's a Kai.
And then Big Destiny was adopted by Angela.
Nice.
Nice.
Andy.
Oh, the little guy.
Andy
and Big Destiny.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for adopting them, Angela and Kai. That is awesome. Oh, this friend has some MVD.
Oh,
This
yeah.
isn't Rico. No, this isn't
No,
Rico Swap.
this is Kong.
Oh, I don't remember. Kong is a
I remember Kong.
new special friend.
Yeah. Kong is a female leopard gecko, at least 3 years old, but we don't really know the actual age. Severe MBD in legs and spine. Will need accessible enclosure. So we'll need to make sure that it has the ability to climb and get to where it needs to because of all the issues she has.
So when we say accessible enclosure, that typically means still a 20-gallon long enclosure, but not really much height with the climbing structures. So keep things lower to the ground because she can't climb as well as she should be able to due to her metabolic bone disease. But just cork halves work well for them to climb on and still kind of swiggle underneath. It provides a good amount of enrichment without risking them falling from high distances.
Yep.
Or high, yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. 20-gallon,
There you go.
$20.
Yeah, so this is Kong. You can kind of see she has MBD in her back legs. You can see how they're kind of rounded there, and in her front legs too. So again, this is easily preventable just by feeding them calcium-dusted food. So there we go. That is Kong. If you'd like to adopt her and provide a special needs, easily accessible environment for her, we would love to adopt her out. All right. Next up, we have. Should we do another leopard gecko?
Might as well. We got one.
All right. Sounds good.
We got a big beefy one. I'll carry the beefy ones.
Oh, show off
Come
that
here,
one's
beefy
tail.
boy. Beefy boy, beefy
This
girl.
is James Baxter.
Beefy boy.
Beefy boy. This is James Baxter, the 3-year-old male leopard gecko. He has a regrown tail, and he's not very used to handling. However, with time, he should be able to calm down. He's
Calm down.
a great eater, needs a little bit of socializing, but he should be able to calm down again with some time.
He's actually not bad.
Yeah, we've seen much squigglier.
Yes.
But he's a big boy, very friendly. He's still small enough that he should be fine in a 20 long. If you wanted to spoil him with a 40-gallon tank, though, he would love it.
He has all his toes.
He does?
Good job, dude. Yeah.
Nice. Just a regrown tail.
Yeah, just a regrown tail. Eyes look clear. He's a climber. All that fun stuff.
Yeah. His adoption fee is $20 plus $49 for shipping if you need him shipped.
Yeah.
There you go. James Baxter, the leopard gecko.
James Baxter the second.
The second. I'll let you swap him out.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you guys for sticking around, by the way. We're probably, I don't even know what number we're, what number are we at? Bethany, what number are we at? Do you know? 40-something?
Yeah, it's in the 40s.
We're in the 40s? 46-ish? Okay, of 60-something. So we're about 2/3 of the way through of our adoptions tonight.
Okay. So the next one's name is Cat Litter. What do you think, chat? Well, we're kind of gonna have to vamp for a little bit because we're so far behind on YouTube anyway. What do you think this animal is with the name Cat Litter?
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, cat litter is the next animal. Let's see. You're not.
Twitch might be faster, so we might go by Twitch.
Okay. Take a guess as to what species cat litter is. We don't have an age. We don't have a gender. We know this is a sweetie. It's a sweetie pie. I can't tell you the adoption fee, that might give it away. I can't tell you the enclosure size, that might give it away.
We got any guesses?
Let's see. We have a guess for a skink,
a
leopard gecko, a ball python. People are saying a frog. People think a hognose snake, a beardy. Okay, the answer is, the first one to guess it was Vulpix fox1, a ball python.
It's a ball python.
Yep, cat
I don't
litter.
know why his name is Cat Litter.
I have no idea. Probably surrendered in a cat litter tub.
That's probably,
one of those buckets. Yeah, that's usually how they get names, is what they're surrendered in.
Or one of our staff had to deal with some cat litter at home, maybe.
Who knows? Anyway, cat litter's adoption fee, since it is just a normal ball python, is $30, and since it's an adult, it'll need a 4x2x2 foot enclosure, and it's currently eating frozen thawed small rats every single time we offer it. So it's a great eater for us. We can probe if you need us to, but currently we have unknown sex.
It is your bog standard ball python.
Yeah, it's a sweetie. It's a sweetheart. Yeah, really friendly. It was well socialized. Needs a home, but yeah, I hate to say it. There's nothing special about it, but...
It's special because she's nice and she's here.
Yeah.
And her name is Cat Litter.
And her name is Cat Litter. That's
That
what makes her special.
special.
Yes. So if you'd like to adopt Cat Litter, you can click on the link in the description below or scan the QR code on the screen. Also, let us know, do you like that the comments aren't live and scrolling through on the screen?
Well, we can't have that. Twitch doesn't let us have that.
Anymore at all?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It's against their rules.
Oh, never mind.
Whatever,
I was going to say, if you want us to bring it back, we could, but I guess you can't.
Yeah.
So,
Twitch is weird with some of the things they do. So if we want to broadcast on Twitch, which I like doing, I like having the two to read
two
through.
options.
There's like a really hardcore chat, and then there's more of a softer chat, a casual chat.
Twitch definitely has a much more casual chat.
Yeah.
It doesn't move as fast. Anyway,
Exactly.
This is Eevee, the exanthic morph ball python. We don't have a sex, we don't have an age. Its adoption fee is $150 since it is an exanthic morph, which is sometimes hard to see on camera.
You can kind of see it on the. It's more in the head than in the body.
Yeah.
But
We've had this one just as long as we've had cat litter. I think they got surrendered on the same day, actually, and they both became available on the same day. It's also slamming frozen thawed weaned rats every single time, so this one or cat litter would be really good pet ball pythons, but this one happens to be an exanthic. It's also friendly, and it's pretty curious, too.
There's an alien head right there and there.
It is kind of disappointing seeing the exanthic morphin ball pythons when we see it in bull snakes and hog noses, and it's so strikingly different.
But there are versions of the exanthicus in ball pythons.
Oh, JD constrictors?
Yeah, with
it's like all exanthics on their table.
Morph.
Yeah, that's right. So if you selectively breed exanthics, you can get really nice ones, and you mix it with other things. But this is just basic exanthic in a ball python.
Slightly brown.
There you go. So this is again Eevee, E-E-V-E-E, the exanthic morph ball python.
She is a very friendly little unknown sex.
And very curious, as you can see. So, another one that was very well socialized, actually. You want another ball python? I think we should do it.
No, I don't want to
Let's do another. Oh my gosh, that one's gorgeous.
Yeah,
I want to hold this one to the
you can
camera.
hold that one.
Oh, you're so pretty. This has got to be a GHI Mojave?
It's a GHI disco.
Disco?
I don't know what disco is.
Is that what it
It's
says?
a dance. Did I read that wrong?
No, you're right. It says GHI Disco.
All right, there we go.
Het Pied. Okay.
Oh, the date of birth was 2023, so it is 1 year old.
Wow. Man,
Its name is Marshall. It came in with mites, but treated and much better.
yeah, you're mite free now, aren't you?
It's male. It's a GHI Disco Het Pied, so this came in from somebody who knew what they bought. And the adoption fee for him is $150. We're asking for a 20 long at minimum, but 40 would be preferred.
Yeah, and since this one is het pied, we were told, male, if you want us to probe to know for sure, like if you would like this for a breeding project, we have nothing against adopting with the intent to breed, unless it's like spider morph or something. But this one in particular, since it's het pied, if you wanted to adopt with the intent to breed, we are totally fine with that. We're happy to probe so that you know exactly what you're getting. Really, we just want it to go into a new home. And if it's a breeding type home, as long as it's an appropriate environment for itself, that's all we need. That's a really pretty snake.
Somebody just switched from YouTube to Twitch because they're like, I wanted to go to the casual chat.
Yeah, Twitch is definitely a more casual chat. It looks like, oh,
Yep.
you're pretty too. Oh my gosh. Okay, here. This is Lily.
Oh, that's a cutie.
Gosh, you're so cute.
Now that one's just GHI.
Yeah, just GHI.
This-
GHI stands for gotta have it, in case you didn't already know.
Yep. Oh, this must have came in with the other one.
It did, yeah.
Okay, because it was also treated for mites. Mm-hmm. It's a female, date of birth November 2023, so that one we really dug down. $100 adoption fee, 20-gallon long minimum. It's eaten twice for us. So
What's it eating?
it doesn't say. But
Oh,
I am
really?
guessing. No, neither did the other one.
Oh, okay. So we'll just ask Alex to write
Yeah.
down what they're eating.
I'm guessing.
I would assume frozen thawed mouse.
Yeah.
But we will verify that for
Yep.
sure, of course, for you. Yeah, so there you go. There's Lily, the GHI ball python. Gosh, you're so pretty. Yeah, this one came in with mites too, but it's all treated, taken care of now.
I love that when somebody asks a question in the chat, somebody else comes out and is just like, yeah, they answer it, which is really nice. You guys are awesome people. Like, somebody asked how many morphs there were of ball pythons, and somebody came back and said, or who came back and said,
Oh, you guys are helping each
I
other
lost
out.
it. I don't know. Somebody came back and said, there's thousands of morphs,
Yeah.
which is awesome, which means we don't have to say it on here. But
I think last time they
Good
counted,
on ya.
there's 7,200 morphs of ball pythons nowadays.
is that because...
Of combinations.
Combinations,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, all the possibilities combined. It makes 7,200.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
This one is another ball python, as
What?
you can see. It's
That's what I'm
crazy.
holding?
Yeah.
Oh,
We don't know sex, we don't know age. Its name is Amethyst.
Aw.
Came in with some nose rub and was a little skinny. Looks like
We've gained weight back.
it's conquered both those things.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're good. Is your nose rub gone too? It should be. Yeah, nose rub is gone.
Perfect.
We have a little mark.
We need a 40-gallon, and her adoption fee is $65.
What morph is she? She's something.
Does not say.
Oh, I wonder. Kayla, can you message me? I think it's a Mojave, but sometimes this kind of vibe of ball python. I'm a hognose person. Sometimes I get mixed up with their morphs, but I would have to say Mojave, maybe. I don't know. It's some sort of morph, which is why the adoption fee is not just basic $30. Interesting. I wish we.
Also, thank you, not the one for you, for also putting in everything and all that kind of stuff in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
Good
Thanks
on
for
ya.
helping out.
Yeah.
All right,
You're
so there you go.
amazing.
This is Amethyst. I'm pretty sure lesser ball python. Maybe Comet section can help out too. All right. Perfect. Thank you. How about another ball python?
What? How did we get this many ball pythons?
They're so
rare.
So rare in the hobby. This is our first spider morph ball python though tonight.
So this is Senji, Seonji, if you are interested. It is a spider ball python. How's the wobble?
I'm looking for a wobble and I don't see much of one, so we're not too bad. So that's good.
So we don't know sex, we don't know age, some sway and food aim trouble, but very sweet.
That's to be expected
So,
with a spider morph
Just a
sometimes.
typical spider morph thing. It needs 40-gallon or larger, and it is $60.
$60 adoption fee, and we'd like these to go as pets only because of the spider morph. If you'd like to adopt, you can click on the link in the description below or scan the QR code.
Or click on the thing, not the one for you, just put it into the chat.
Okay.
I don't know what you just came over here for.
Oh yeah, I was gonna see if Kim needed something. Nope, we're good. Okay. Perfect. All right, next friend. You want to hold our friend?
Sure.
Oh, this is
wow,
really
you are
pretty.
gorgeous.
Yeah, orange all the way
You
down.
are gonna find a home tonight, most
Wow,
likely.
I hope so. This is Blaze, the leopard gecko.
Boom. Okay.
We don't have many notes for Blaze except for he's big, he is very friendly. We would like him to go into a 40-gallon or larger enclosure because he's pretty big.
He is orange.
He is-
beautiful.
Very orange.
He's got green spots.
Does he?
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, that's
Can't
cool.
see it on camera, but he's
Like
got
that-
orange or green spots on his back.
He's like the Viridian golden line
Yeah.
of leopard gecko.
He's got all of his toes.
He's about 6 years. He's at least 6 years old, and his adoption fee is $20.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
got clear eyes.
He's very healthy.
He is a good-looking boy.
You just double checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that corn snake. Now I'm
You gotta
paranoid.
check junk every once in a while.
Jeez.
Make sure you.
It does have green
Yeah,
spots.
he's got like green spots on his back and one
Weird.
yellow
and
one.
one yellow patch.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah, that's probably contestant for the
Man.
prettiest
Honestly,
leopard gecko tonight.
This would be one that I would be tempted to keep.
No,
but
we don't need to
we
keep
don't
it.
need to. That's what I
No,
was saying.
I know,
we don't
I
have
know.
anything with leopard geckos.
Yep.
So, but dang,
If we
like,
needed one.
If we needed one.
Man, he is really pretty.
He's gorgeous.
So there you go. That's Blaze the leopard gecko. Adoption fee is $20. Blaise is how you spell his name. Although if you said Blaze with a Z, I'm sure we would know who you're talking about.
The leopard gecko.
Yeah. Well, we haven't had many of these tonight. Let's do
No.
another ball python.
Yeah, this one's doing that thing again. That's. Here you go. Here's your pet rock.
This is Kha, K-H-A, the ball python. We don't have a sex, but we could probe if needed. It is about 1 year old, just a normal ball python. It's very curious. It's a bit shy, but again, very curious, likes to explore its surroundings. So I think it would come out of its shell just with a little bit of time in a new
Come out of his rock.
Yeah, it should come out of its rock shell with some time. Its adoption fee is just $30 since it is just a normal, and it needs at least a 20-gallon long enclosure, but will eventually outgrow it and need a 40-gallon and then a 4x2x2 eventually.
When they do this, it's really easy to show them off.
Yeah, and to move them back and forth.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. We are currently eating. We're currently eating live.
Oh.
We are eating live mice right
So
now.
make sure you either have a breeding colony or close to a reptile store that sells live.
Yep. So just keep that in mind. That's why we
Yep.
mark it down though.
Exactly.
So that we know what they're eating.
Yep.
And with time, since
Come
we're
here.
so young, you
I
can
like
probably
this one.
transition.
I
Yeah.
like this one because you can
But
just be like,
no.
I wasn't doing anything. I was just doing
I
this.
know.
I wasn't like,
Oh my gosh. There you go. That is Kha, the ball python. K-H-A. Next up, I think we're switching back and forth between ball pythons and leopard
the
geckos
things
for a
we
little
have
while.
the most of.
We have a leopard gecko for you to meet named Tickles. What a great name.
Tickles.
How'd she get the name Tickles? I love that.
Maybe she likes to be scooched. Scooch, 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 scooch,
Maybe.
scooch. Nope.
She is 6 to 8 years old. She is a female. Her adoption fee is $20. And we are requiring at least a 20-gallon long for her, although we would prefer her to go into a 40-gallon if you have one. She is missing all but one
Can you
nail.
look this way?
Are you able to see her missing nails?
Oh wow, she is missing all of her toes.
Aw, poor girl.
She's got one?
She apparently has one claw left. And
Oh yeah, that one.
that one, yes.
That one right there.
So probably didn't have quite enough humidity in her previous
Nope.
environment. And usually when we see this in the rescue, it means that they had so much stuck shed on their toe tips or their entire toes that it ended up cutting off blood circulation and the toe went necrotic and fell off. Or in this case, just the claws or just the tips of the toes
Should
fell
have been
off.
kitty soft paws.
Oh, that would have been a good name.
Yeah.
Well, we already have that Chameleon named that.
Oh, that's
so
right.
we can't copy names.
Yeah.
So Tickles is her name.
I mean, that makes sense then, because she's just gonna be like,
Yes. There you go. Maybe that's how she got her name. I don't know. Her special notes are that that's a health note. She has laid eggs previously. So definitely a female. And she is a very sweet girl. She actually does seem very handleable for you.
she doesn't have any eggs in there right now, so
Okay.
that's
So
good news.
yeah, hopefully she's done laying eggs for a little
So if
bit.
she does lay eggs though, and you adopt her, lots of calcium afterwards.
Yes, definitely. So there you go. That is Tickles, the
Big
female
sweet girl.
leopard gecko. If you'd like to adopt her, click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on the screen. We have
Oh
people
my
behind a computer right now volunteering their time to answer emails and approve applications.
I'll read this one. You can
Okay.
take this really skinny Leo.
Poor thing. Hi, cutie. Aww. I think this one just was gaining enough weight to be able to be adopted.
Yeah, it still needs a lot of.
It does.
But this one's name is Driveway. It's a male leopard gecko. We don't know its age. It was found abandoned on a driveway. So there you go. That's the name. It's got MBD, missing toes, stuck shed, all these stuff. It came in with those, all the fun stuff.
Thankfully, a good Samaritan found it and surrendered it to us so we can, feed it, find it a good home. It was, I think, really skinny when we first got it. But
Yeah.
it's bouncing back. Oh my gosh, your MBD is so bad that your legs are like twisting, you poor thing.
Yeah.
Aw.
But it's just going to go to somebody who's got the will and the care to make sure that he's got everything he needs to live out his life.
Yeah, so I would recommend, a more accessible enclosure for him, a 20 long at least, that has cork flats on the bottom for him to climb onto and squiggle underneath, some half logs, things that kind of just utilize the bottom half of the enclosure space, because you wouldn't want him to try to climb and then slip because of his MBD and then fall and hurt himself.
It needs a 20-gallon long, $20 adoption fee.
Yep, there you go. So that is Driveway, the leopard gecko. I'm going to hand him back, and we are at a little bit of an intermission.
Yeah, we caught up. Oh, we got a beautiful ball python.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, you're going to love our next ball python here. Gosh, you are so pretty. This is one that, man, I would be tempted.
Do you remember the people who sell stuff? Do you remember the Slap Chop commercials?
Yes.
When you said you're going to love this ball python, all I could think of is you're going to love my nuts.
You're going to... Oh
Maybe I just dated myself there like
you may
none
have.
other, but
we need to name a ball python that. You're going to love my
you're
nuts.
going to love my nuts. This is Saturn. Saturn is a GHI Mojave. It's a male, and it has been probed. It's 5 to 6 years old, needs a 4x2x2. The adoption fee is $175. It is a big, beautiful boy, friendly, curious, loves to climb.
Wow.
So
This is what's it eating?
it's eaten twice for us.
Okay. Frozen thawed? Or it doesn't say.
Maybe.
Oh, man, Alex, write down what you're feeding them. Okay, we'll have to ask Alex what some of these snakes are eating. Most of them have it written down, but not all of them. Okay, so we'll have to ask Alex what he's feeding some of these. We have a curator who does all the feedings of the adoption animals, so he knows, but we do need to mark that down.
Yep.
So, yeah, there you go. This is a beautiful ball python. And with how friendly he is, and he's a good weight, he was well taken care of. He just needs a really good home.
He came in with the planets clutch.
Yeah, he
or
did.
At least he was surrendered on the day we were naming everything after planets.
He came on Planets Day.
Yep, Planets Day.
Yeah. Awesome, there we go. Sweet, he is so pretty.
What do we have next?
It's gonna be either a ball python or a leopard gecko.
Aw,
Okay,
he's really pretty.
here we go. Yeah.
And, this one, was this the one, this might have been one that was found in the garbage. This says found in a dumpster.
Oh yeah, this was one of the trash. Aw, yeah. So this is part of that investigation. This was one of the leopard geckos that was thrown away. Why was this one thrown away?
Yeah.
Actually, more.
His name is Ant-Man. He's a male. Again, we don't have any information on him because he was found in a dumpster. 20-gallon long, $20 adoption fee. He looks to be in good shape right now with us.
Yeah. So during that drop-off by police, there were, what was it? Two king snakes, an albino Burmese python, and 4 leopard geckos that were in the trash but still alive. And he was one of the living ones. There were 3 other leopard geckos, one of which passed away relatively soon after we took them in because it was so emaciated. But this one is fine, surprisingly, and he's eating well and ready for a new home. He's really pretty, too, with those spots on his tail. All right, so there we go. There's our friend Ant-Man, if you would like to
Gecko.
adopt him. Poor dumpster gecko.
We should have named him, like, Bag or, you know.
Just
like
dumpster?
Black Bag.
Oh, Hefty.
Hefty. Yeah, that should have been his name. All right.
Oh, terrible.
This is a normal ball python named Paramount.
A lot of black. Really pretty.
4 years old. We don't know the sex, but we could probe. $30 adoption. Would need a 40-gallon, and that's on the high. He's on the high side for a 40-gallon.
Yeah.
But we would recommend a 4x2x2, but we would do a 40-gallon. Really into the D&D movie, and cohabbed in a previous home.
Oh, were you? Okay. Well, you're alone now. Is he eating well for us?
He's eaten twice, frozen, thawed, weaned. So.
Frozen, thawed, weaned rats. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, he's a cutie.
Was the D&D movie any good?
I don't know.
I tried to watch it, and I kind of never made it through. So I'm looking at you guys, chat.
Yeah. How
is that worth me going back and watching that? It had Chris Pine in it, so
really?
I like him.
Huh. We saw Deadpool. That was amazing. 10 out of 10. Loved the Deadpool movie.
Okay,
even though my mom didn't. She's shaking her head in the background. Why didn't you like the Deadpool movie? It was great. Although it was Hugh Jackman, not in a role you like him in. Is that what it was? Because he wasn't in Greatest Showman? Okay. Anyway.
A lot of people are saying they liked it, so apparently we have to watch that movie.
Okay. Again, this is Paramount, the ball python. Alrighty.
Would recommend. Yes, really good. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, somebody said no. Okay.
Oh,
Huh. Maybe
switch?
I was sleepy when I was watching that.
Maybe.
Because I do remember falling asleep during it.
This is Naga, N-A-G-A, the surprisingly just normal ball
This is
python.
a normal?
She is so pretty. It's hard to see on camera, but compared to the previous ball python, which is more of your normal ball python, this one, even though she's a normal, she's like yellowy cream. Could she be a yellow belly maybe? I don't know. I don't want to claim that she's a morph if I don't know for sure. Or
Yeah.
him, sorry. We were told male, but we can probe to confirm if you would like to know.
It's on camera, it looks brown. In person, there's a lot of yellows you're not seeing.
Yeah, like bronze almost.
Yeah.
He's really pretty. He is at least 2.5 years old, but we don't know his exact age. His adoption fee is just $30, just the normal adoption fee. However, he will need at least a 4x2 by 2 foot enclosure. He is currently eating frozen thawed medium rats for us. His special notes are that he is a curious gentleman. And when he was in quarantine, we experienced or we noticed some nose swelling from pushing, I'd imagine, but that has since gone down.
Yep, that's all gone.
Yeah, so he pushed a little bit when he was in quarantine, but he seems to have stopped that. But especially if he's in a 4x2x2, you shouldn't have to worry about nose rub or anything.
He has no alien heads.
Weird. Man, he's just such a pretty morph.
Yeah, I guess.
Gorgeous, too.
This is just normal. Man, just get normal.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, he's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Again, he's like bronze in person.
Yep.
Gosh. Okay, we almost need to hold him next to a normal to really see. Anyway, that was Naga, I think? Naga, yes.
We got an adoption. Beep, 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 beep,
An
beep.
adoption! Oh, little Mousie, the ball python, got
Yeah.
adopted. Yay, by Vanessa. Thank you, Vanessa, for adopting little Mousie. That's so exciting. We have 9 adoptions now. Oh my
And
gosh.
we have a ball python again. Hooray! This one's pretty. I'm surprised we still have this one.
I'm honestly surprised too. So this was surrendered with mites. It came in with that group. His name is Poe. He is a
Is it
vanilla.
Edgar Allan?
No, this was the Teletubbies clutch.
Oh,
For Surrender
okay.
Day. So he did a
So not
Planets
as
Day.
cool.
This was Teletubbies Day. We have different themes every day that we've run out of name ideas, so we just kind of pick a theme and run
Yeah.
with it for all the adoptions
Dude,
for
like
the day.
sit? Okay, you're
So
just
you'll
gonna...
probably see some. I know we have Tinky Winky somewhere back there too, but this is Poe. He is a vanilla cream morph. He has been treated for mites, so he's mite free now, but he did come in with them. He is currently only eating live weaned rats for us. Did not take frozen thawed for quite a while, so we did try live, and that seems to be what he likes.
Is he old?
He unknown age.
Okay, he feels old.
Does he?
Yeah, like, he's got that old feeling skin.
That tight kind of.
Just like,
Well, usually he's got the wrinkles on
I
the
feel
head.
up here.
Oh, he's really tight.
Maybe he's just like deep in
I think
shed.
he's just tense.
He
And
might
he's,
be, yeah.
And he does look like he could be coming out of the blue phase
Yeah,
right now.
okay, that could
So maybe
be it.
that's it. He doesn't seem too old to me, but he is really pretty.
Yeah.
He would make a good breeder being a vanilla cream. He's really gorgeous. He would need at least a 40-gallon enclosure, and his adoption fee is $125. So he'd be a good breeder or just a good pet. So if you'd like to adopt Poe, you can click the link in the description below.
Scan the QR code, click the link in the chat that not the one for you. I'm going to remember that eventually, is posting.
Oh yeah, thank you, not the one for you, for sharing all the information on these animals.
Yep.
Again, keep in mind Poe is on live rats at the
Yep.
moment.
So make sure you have a source.
Yes. All right, next up, surprise, surprise, is, drumroll,
Leopard
another ball python.
Leopard Gecko.
Yes. This is Drake, the Pastel ball python. He is a male, confirmed male, and we don't know his age, but
He's got a gorgeous head.
He is really pretty, yeah. He needs at least a 40-gallon enclosure, or 36 by 18 by 18, preferably a 4x2 by 2, but we would approve the adoption for a 40-gallon right now. Just know that he would soon outgrow it.
Definitely. He's got a little bit of scale rot, but nothing that can't be taken care of.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit. He was surrendered with stuck shed, and he has since had that all removed, and so we're just waiting for a little bit of that scale rot to clear up, but it's gotten a lot better too. He previously ate live mice, but he's eating frozen thawed, I believe. This is another one we're going to have to ask Alex to confirm what he's eating.
Yep.
Because we have meal dates, but we just don't have what. So I'm going to have to mark that down.
I'm going to guess small rats.
I have a feeling if it's not indicated, it's frozen thawed.
Oh,
Yeah. I just don't know if it's mice or
I'm
rats.
guessing totally small rat or weaned rat.
Probably, yeah. And his adoption fee is $75. So if you'd like to adopt Drake, D-R-A-K-E, you can apply right now. And we can maybe get you approved during the stream. So there you go. Man, he is so pretty.
Yeah, he is.
You're right. His head is gorgeous. His neck is gorgeous. While we wait for our next friend to come out, which we've got to be getting
We have.
close-ish.
Merch shirts.
Merch shirts.
You can get these at snakediscoverystore.com.
That's right. This is a classic we've had for a while, the Drama Queen Hognose shirt.
That if we don't bring to shows, like everybody complains we don't have this shirt at the show.
We try to bring this one all the time now because everybody wants it. And this is the brand new Hognose snake shirt.
Yep.
The You Has Food shirt.
Yeah.
I made this on our road trip from Texas to California.
Yeah.
I did it on the road on the
That
computer.
with the rec shirt. Oh yeah, you already said that. Sorry. I was
that's
thinking
okay.
about something else.
Oh no, I didn't say the rec shirt.
Oh yeah, so the rec shirt also.
Yeah, the
new
Don't
rec
Worry, Be
shirt
Snappy. I
is
made that on the
also
road.
Made on the road.
Next up, surprise, surprise, we have yet another ball python, but it's another morph.
It's Tinky Winky.
Ah, hey, I told you Tinky Winky was coming. This is Tinky Winky, the lesser morph ball python. We don't have her age. We are told she was a female, but she hasn't been probed yet, so we can definitely do that if you would like us to confirm. Her adoption fee is $100, and she needs at least a 40-gallon enclosure, preferably a 4x2x2 for her new home. She, again, since she came in on Teletubbies Day, she was also surrendered with mites, but she has been treated, and they've long since been gone, so she should be definitely good to go. She is currently eating, it looks like she refused for quite a while frozen thawed weaned rats, so we switched to live, and she took that and has been taking live weaned rats for us.
Poe was also eating live, so maybe whoever surrendered these guys was feeding them live.
Yeah, I think so.
But
And
Tinky Winky is a cute name, and you should keep it Tinky Winky if you get
that'd
Tinky
be
Winky.
awesome. She came in with some nose rub and a couple of goofy scales that should clear with a shed.
Oh yeah, you
That
can
has,
see it.
Does she still have those?
She still has them.
Oh, the nose rub?
Yeah, just
okay.
the nose, the nose rub.
Okay, maybe
I'll get that
I'll
on camera.
leave the note because then there won't be any surprises. She still has
So, little bit of nose rub. Sorry,
We've had
sorry,
her
girl.
long enough, she
Right
should
there.
have shed.
Oop, I'm gonna go this way. I know. You can kind of see the nose rub right on the tip of her nose, and she's got some like weird shedded scales that aren't quite, but one will. Shedded scales.
Shedded scales.
That after a shed, those will come off, and everything will be fine. But yeah.
There you go. That is Tinky Winky. Next
Another
up,
ball
we
python.
have another ball python in our rescue. We have so many ball pythons.
We've
So
had
many
Twiggy for a
morphs,
while.
though. This is Twiggy?
Yeah.
Wow, haven't we had Twiggy since the last Adoptathon?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure we have, yeah.
Is it a male or female?
Female question
Aw,
mark.
She's unloved.
So that means
no
we
one
were
out there loves her.
Told she's a female, but we can probe her.
Think
But
that's gonna work this time?
Oh, maybe. I hope so. Let us reintroduce you to Twinkie. The
Twinkie
lesser,
or Twiggy?
Twiggy, sorry, Twiggy.
That's why nobody adopted her. You never got her name right.
That was it.
I want Twinkie the ball python.
Welcome back to Adoptathon for a second time. Twiggy the lesser ball python. She is 8 years old, close to being 8.5 now, being in the rescue for so long. She has an adoption fee of $100, and she needs a 4x2x2 foot enclosure because she is big enough that she just needs the adult size enclosure. Since
I
she is an
just
adult.
want a home where people love me.
She has been
Aw.
with us for a long time. And the thing is she's friendly, she's pretty, and she's eating frozen thawed small rats every single time they're offered.
And she's a big beefy girl.
Yeah, so she'd be a really good pet snake
Yeah.
for someone. She just needs the space,
Yeah,
I guess. That's
exactly.
the biggest thing is the 4x2. I think that's what scares a lot of people off.
And I think she would sit with you on a couch for hours on end.
And we don't require necessarily a front opening enclosure. You could get approved to adopt these animals, these snakes, to go into a rack system too. I mean, we use racks, so we're not going to hold it against somebody else and deny an adoption just because they're using a rack. As long as the bin is set up in a way that it's big enough for the animal, it has proper hides and enrichment, you can still absolutely get approved for adoption using a rack system. So she would just need like a bigger tub, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So that would be totally fine. So there you go. That is Twiggy, the lesser ball python, back again from Adoptathon number 3.
Wave at all the people so maybe you get adopted.
Oh, yes, you need a home. You need a home. Someday it'll happen.
Yep.
That's okay. She's okay with us too in the meantime. We are happy to keep her as long as it takes to find her a new home. Okay, next up. What are we?
You get it.
Oh, okay. Not a ball python. We still have you?
Yep.
How do we... Oh, I was here for this one. Surrender.
Yeah.
Oh, you were so little. You've actually grown already. Holy cow. And you don't like the lights on right now. All right,
Yeah.
well, here we are.
This is Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie is an unknown sex because he's so young. She.
Yeah.
Less than 1 year old. A Spitfire when they want to be, so when they get in the mood to do things, they really get in the mood to do things. Light sensitive, not a fan of bright lights. It's
Yeah.
pretty bright in here.
It is,
We have
yeah.
to have it lit for humans, you know.
For humans and for filming purposes,
Yep.
there are some strong lights in here.
It's needs a 10-gallon for now because it is so small, and it's a $20 adoption fee.
Yep, probably at 20, I guess, because it's gonna grow so fast.
Yeah.
We would like this guy to go into or girl to go into a 20, because within a few months it's gonna need one anyway.
I mean, if you live around this area and are interested, we could get you a 20-gallon aquarium every day of the week for this month. So
yeah, that's true.
So
we do
if
have
you
them in
need
our
a
store.
home for it, we can, and you're
Yeah.
around here, we
Yep.
can definitely work with you.
Absolutely. Gosh, you're so cute. Just a little guy. Does not like the lights though at all. Yeah, you're right. We do not enjoy the lights. It's too bright.
I
too
understand.
bright.
I was working in here in the dark. It was much better than when
Yeah.
Kaya came in and flipped the lights on me. I'm like, don't.
Yeah, Ed uses this room when we don't have parties just to work in, because it's nice and dark and calm with the
Yep.
lights off. Yeah.
And you can turn down the thermostat down to 70 degrees and
Yeah,
be
of
nice
course.
and chilly.
So again, our adoption fee, going back to our friend, is $20 or $20 plus $49 for shipping if you do need it shipped, thanks to Redline Shipping back there, sponsoring the Adoptathon. So I think we're getting
Better off red.
I think we're getting pretty close to the end. We have 4 animals left.
Four animals.
Can we get to 10? We're at 9 adoptions currently.
Oh, yeah.
I would love if we got to 10 adoptions. And I know we're getting a ton of applications in. So it's not that people aren't applying. It's, you know, the adoption process sometimes takes a couple back and forths to verify things, set up shipping and all that. So I think we usually have a lot more adoptions a few days after this stream lines up. Or
Once
ends.
Morgan gets a chance to be at their desk.
Yes, so our plan, even though we still have 4 more animals for this stream, when we do wrap up tonight, we are going to stop responding to emails tonight, but then we are going to resume again tomorrow morning, starting at like 8 a.m. Central Time when Morgan comes in.
Yes.
Somewhere around there. So if you don't hear from us after we end this stream, don't be surprised.
Yes.
We're sleeping and taking a rest.
Don't send in like 5 or 6 more because you didn't think it went through. It probably went through.
Yep.
We got it. We just need some time to process.
Yes. And we get a lot of emails as a result of these adoptathons, which
Yep.
is fantastic.
Which is awesome because you guys are amazing and you guys do wonders for these animals.
Thank you. And thank you, Mayoline, for your donation, by the way. That was really nice of you. Thank you. If you want to donate or support our rescue and get some things in return, get some swag, we do have our Patreon QR code on screen, or you can just search Snake Discovery on Patreon. If you want to support us, you can. Obviously, no pressure, but we do send out like monthly goodies, which we have to do that on Wednesday.
Did we figure out what we're sending?
No. We'll find something, some swag to send to everybody. This is us in a nutshell. We plan something, and then we're like, uh-oh, we don't have the Patreon gift lined up.
Yeah.
And then we raid our warehouse and find something to give to everybody. It'll work out. It's fine. We have an idea. There's chapstick.
Oh, that's right.
Chapstick plus one other thing. Anyway, every month we always send out goodies. If you
Goodies.
support us on Patreon.
And then also, it's my favorite. This one likes to bite people.
Ah.
I'll take him.
Okay, so we just get the whole bin.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good.
I'm just gonna take him.
So if you want to support us on Patreon, you can. Don't feel obligated. It does go to the animals, but if you're strapped, save the money for your own animals at home. All right, next up
Next
we
is
have
number 10 from the surrender.
the
or from
confiscation.
the confiscation.
This is Bert, the baby boa constrictor. He has an attitude.
He does.
He is 1 to 2 months old, roughly. He arrived a bit underweight, but he's had a few meals in him, so he is approved for adoption, even though he could use a little bit more TLC, which he'll just get naturally with some more meals. He will get pretty big since he is a common boa, so we're expecting him to get about 6 feet long as an adult. So right now he is tiny. Right now he only needs a 20-gallon long enclosure, but as an adult he'll probably need a 6-foot long enclosure. But that's going to be a few years down the line. He's currently eating frozen thawed fuzzy to hopper mice. He seems to be able to handle both. We started him with fuzzy because all the animals in this confiscation went months without food, so we wanted to give him a small meal at first, but you could bump him up pretty soon to a hopper if you wanted.
I think his tail is one of the most gorgeous boa tails I have seen in a long time.
Isn't that pretty?
He is so pretty.
Yeah, he's like a maroon color.
And he's not bad as long as you're confident. Like, if you go in and, like, just pick up, he can't do anything, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's so small, he can't do anything to you.
Mm-hmm.
But
He'll be a good training for
Yeah.
our staff. who there's some staff who don't want to touch him, and so we're gonna have to tell him, just let him.
Our staff brought him over to me in his bin. Like, what can we do with this? I'm like, just pick him up,
Yeah. So he's a snake that you have to use the confident grab technique to just pick him up, get him out of this bitey phase.
Especially when he's young like this, because like we said, he can't do anything to you right now.
Yeah.
And so he can learn now that he can't do anything.
Yep. Now is the most important time to socialize him, while you still can.
Yep.
So his adoption fee is just $40. He needs, again, at least a 20-gallon long enclosure. His name is Bert.
He is gorgeous.
If you would like to adopt him, you can click the link in the description below. Awesome.
Super
Here
curious.
you go. Here's and he's trying to bite his ID card.
Get her.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
he gave you
rip.
a kiss.
Thanks for the kiss. Oh, he's so cute. I love the feisty phase that babies sometimes are at. Three?
We have 3.
Oh my gosh.
3 adoptions.
We just went from 9 to 12 adoptions from this stream. Esther, the Russian tortoise, got adopted by Chris. Oh, that's awesome. I think she was number 1, wasn't she? I think she was number 1 from the stream.
Yes, she was. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Jermaine, the corn snake, just got adopted by Jonathan.
Nice.
Thank you, Jonathan, for adopting Jermaine. And, Saturn, that beautiful ball python.
I knew that one was
I
going to
didn't
last
think,
long.
yeah, I thought Saturn was going to get home quick, was just adopted by Elijah. Thank you so much for adopting Saturn. And I can verify what Saturn is eating, since I think I remember that one wasn't specified on the card, so we can send you an email. But I would assume frozen thawed rats. So that's awesome, we're at 12. Yes.
A whole one more.
This is our last
This
animal?
is our last adoption that's available. All the other ones back there were already adopted.
Oh my god. Or still in quarantine.
Or still in quarantine.
Yeah,
I
can think of probably 20 more animals that are in back right now, just not approved for adoption yet.
Yep.
Anyway, this is Ren. This was another neglect case from that confiscation. Originally arrived underweight, but has now taken several meals and is approved for adoption after gaining a little bit of weight. We, of course, because of the circumstances, don't know age, don't know sex, but we could probe Ren if you wanted to know. And its adoption fee is $30.
Never mind, there's one more.
Oh, never mind, one more. Okay. Adoption fee is just $30 since it's just a basic ball python, and it is eating frozen thawed jumbo mice. This was one that, when it arrived, along with all the others that were from this case, we just started thawing a bunch of rodents, and we weighed them all, gave them all soaks, did initial health checks. They had like an hour-long drive to get here from the house, and I think all but 1 or 2...
All but the Doomerals ate.
And the blood python.
Oh, and the blood python, because he was fat. He didn't even offer.
So everything, though, else ate for us, including we have some still very skinny ball pythons in back.
Yeah,
but
we're
they
still
all ate, so
making sure some of them are going to make it.
It was just cool to see them eat after all the stress of the day. Well, cool, but also sad because they were starving. But
yeah, stay tuned. There'll be a whole video about it. It was amazing to see us having like 20, 30 animals on a table in this room and having all of them eat except for the ones that were like, you're too fat.
Yeah, you
just
two
won't
don't need to eat.
Yeah.
So this is Ren, again, R-E-N. Adoption fee is $30 if you'd like to adopt them. They need a really good home after coming out of the situation they were just in.
Surprisingly good looking and friendly.
Looks surprisingly good. It's just, it's not skinny, it's not fat. It's a good lean weight, I would say.
Could use a couple meals.
Yeah, but it's not too bad. It's gained enough weight with us now that it's approved for adoption. Yeah. So there you go. That is Ren. And I think we have one more.
We found one more.
We have one more.
It was sneaky back there.
Well, this one was approved for adoption today. It was in treatment for a little bit and is now, as of today, healthy enough to be adopted.
Both the last 2 animals I picked up have made noise in my hand.
Weird.
So.
This is Dane.
Gorgeous Leo.
She is a black night morph, according to her previous owners. Black night morph Leopard Gecko. She is 2.5 years old. I want to say the black night morph is usually darker than that. I could be wrong. Maybe there's some line breeding involved with it too. I'm not too familiar with leopard gecko morphs, but we were told it's a black night morph. Her adoption fee is $100 because of the rarity of her morph, so she would be a good potential breeder. I personally love the stripe down her back. I think it's gorgeous. She's
got like a squat face.
She does, yeah.
Like her whole head is pretty small.
Oh, look at the break in her tail and the pattern. That's really pretty too, actually.
Yeah, the yellows on the side and the stripe with the spots. Yeah.
Really unique pattern.
She's just a short little face.
So she was originally surrendered to us with stuck shed on her toes, which has since been removed, and she was also surrendered with nose rub and had to be held back a little bit until that was healed up. But as of today, she is approved for adoption. The nose rub is healed, so that is very rewarding. She is sadly missing the majority of her toenails.
I was going to say, a lot of her toenails are gone. I see like 2 or 3 on her back end, but her front end has none.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of came with a stuck shed on her toes. They went necrotic and the toe tips had fallen off, but they have healed up. They won't grow back, of course, but she is healed up, ready to go, even though she's missing some toe tips. She's a little bit shy, might need some patience, but she's actually not too bad.
No.
All things considered.
She looks good.
Yeah, there you go. That is Dane, D-A-N-E, the Black Knight Morph Leopard Gecko. Adoption fee $100, needs at least a 20-gallon long enclosure, but she is now, as of today, ready for adoption. If you'd like to adopt her, you can click on the link in the description below. Whew, okay, I think that was our last animal. We still have a few more that we're not going to show on camera because we don't want to add any confusion to this is an animal that isn't ready yet, but let's look at it because we don't want to get people's hopes up and then animals just taking a while to heal up, basically. But I know, just to throw out a couple species that I know we still have, we have, there's...
Ball Python. Leopard Gecko.
Well, yeah. There's another Savannah Monitor that'll be available once it's healthy. There is a Tiger Morph Reticulated Python who's in quarantine.
She's a little bit, she's a tiger.
Yeah. We will soon, after quarantine, have an adult, I think, female red tegu for adoption. She's healthy. No, we're not keeping it. No.
I want to see if she can get along with Allie.
I don't think we need, I mean... She's going to be for adoption after quarantine. We don't need her ourselves.
We'll see.
Oh my gosh. No, we don't need her. What else do we have? There's a day gecko that's for adoption. I think.
Isn't that one going to the zoo?
That skinny one, yes. But we have a male that's for adoption that someone is interested in, which is why I think we didn't show it.
Okay.
But it might be back up for adoption if they change their mind. So we have some odds and ends here and there.
So here's a question. When are we talking about the new thing in our lives?
Oh, the new... Oh.
Yeah.
Not a child, I'm not pregnant. Don't even go that... No. Nope, not a kid. But there is a difference.
There's another kind of kid. Your mom just started crying over there.
Sorry, Mom, not having kids. You have a grand gator. That's as close as you're getting.
Somebody just said secret. Yes, there's a little bit of a secret. I don't think I'm going to go very far into it.
I don't think we're going to share it yet.
October is when we're getting her.
Mm-hmm. It's a girl.
And it's a bigger commitment, but we've been talking about it for a while. So we will make a video about it and probably make a post everywhere about her when we get her. But.
Oh yeah, you will know when we get her. Oh my goodness, we're probably gonna get some. There are guesses in the comments, and oh my goodness, one of them is correct. Okay, I'm not gonna say any more though. Yes, there is a new edition.
One or a couple.
Oh yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. Anyway, we have a big addition coming to the Snake Discovery family soonish, and that's going to be very exciting. Yeah. But today we're focusing on adoptions in Adoption Island. So thank you to the 12 amazing applicants who were already approved, already paid adoption fees.
I'm sure there's like 13 or 14 over there now.
I'm pretty sure they are busy responding away to more emails, so there's probably a lot more on the way. We typically, all in all, even though we're at 12 adoptions from the live stream, and I think I see another couple on their way, we usually get to about 20 to 40 adoptions by when all is said and done, when all the emails are responded to. So again, if you haven't heard back from us yet, it's because they are frantically, Kim and Haley are frantically trying to respond to all the emails, and there's a lot of them coming in. So we can only type so fast.
We have 3 more adoptions.
3 more?
Ant-Man, the Leo, and Jin the Corn are going to Bronte?
Bronte? Oh my gosh,
awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you for adopting Ant-Man and Jin.
And Fritz the Beardy's going to Anna.
Oh my gosh, Fritz. Oh, Fritz deserves such a good home. Fritz is going to be special, or featured
Twiggy,
in a video.
Though. Twiggy's still not on that list.
Twiggy. Oh, someday Twiggy will get adopted.
Someday someone will love Twiggy.
Yep, someday she'll find a home.
Yep.
But this isn't bad. We found homes for
this is great.
12, 30, 15 animals.
15 animals
in the
just tonight.
Thank you guys so much for your amazing support. Just by watching our videos, that supports us. Patreon helps us out. Don't ever feel obligated to have to donate, though. Honestly, just watching our videos supports us more than you know, and it helps us save these animals, and it's been such a rewarding adventure. Are we...
We still have like 3,000 people watching on YouTube.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I think we're going to be wrapping things up. Unless anybody has any questions they want to throw out quick, we can save probably until 9:30 CT. So we've got 2 to 3 more minutes before we're going to cut it off. We're going to do some Q&A. If there are any questions that you see, hashtag Twiggy. Yep. I love it. We will find her a home eventually, Chevelle.
Oh, do you want to say the name?
The name of our new friend?
Yeah, of our new friend. Or are we gonna save that?
Let's save her name.
Okay.
'Cause
somebody just said you should name it.
Our new addition.
Our new addition. They said.
Oh,
what did they say?
I do have
Teacup, I think, is what they named
Teacup?
it.
Oh, that's a cute name. No, I have a name already picked out. I just want to make sure it's gonna fit the personality.
Yeah,
I don't
Teacup
wanna,
is what they said.
Okay, I don't want to announce the name either, just in case it doesn't work out. But I have a name that I want to work out. But yeah, thank you again over the years for all of your very generous support. We couldn't have done this without you.
Okay, I've been seeing it all chat. I assumed me just standing around would say it. I am doing great. Nothing's wrong with me anymore. All my organs, except for the one, are still crammed in there. We're good. I hope I just don't lose another one before the next show.
Another appendix?
Well, or just an organ.
Oh, okay.
Phil was telling me, he's like, you need to make sure before we go to the next one, all those organs stay inside you. I'm like, I'll try.
That's true. We do have the Dallas show coming up in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And then Sacramento, we're doing again in 4 weeks. And then Tinley again in October.
Yep.
Yes.
But yes, I am doing great. Thank you all for the well wishes. It was amazing to watch, read all your comments, and see everybody concerned here. I am doing wonderful. I was walking around at the show. Emily was like, I don't care.
Yeah, he's fine, guys.
Yeah,
Don't worry about him.
Don't worry about it.
All is good. You have what, 3 scars?
Yes, I have a belly button scar, a scar over here, and a scar right on my waist.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. So what was it called? Laparoscopic or something?
Yeah, 3 holes.
Yeah.
It was like nothing.
No big deal. It was like such a quick surgery, and he's all good to go.
Yep.
Yep,
I'll
you were
be
a champ,
good.
though. You did a good job surviving the Schaumburg show after having just had surgery like 24 hours prior.
We did miss out, though. I don't know. Maybe we put that in the video. I can't remember. We were going to ask for the appendix and donate it to the U.S. Ark auction.
Wouldn't that have been amazing?
That would have been amazing.
How much would Ed's appendix have gone for?
You could have owned my appendix.
Yes, I bet Todd Goodman would have won it.
Just put it up on his desk.
Yeah, he's the owner of Timberline. They always give out the free bugs. Todd is great at supporting the auction.
Also, if you are going to a Dallas show or some show where we're doing the NARBC treasure, what's it called? The treasure hunt, the little pamphlet.
Oh,
Passport. The Passport Challenge. When you go to Todd, he's at Timberline, ask for him to do the Wrestle stamp, the WrestleMania stamp.
WrestleMania stamp?
Yeah, he'll elbow drop.
Yeah, he has a great stamping method. So ask, if you ever do the Passport, ask Todd Goodman at Timberline to do the fancy stamp for you.
Yep.
He loves doing it. Also, speaking of Dallas, if you would like us to bring any of these adoptable animals to the Dallas show, we are more than happy to do that to avoid shipping at all, to avoid the shipping cost, shipping risks. I mean, with temperatures and all that, we have plenty of room. We can bring any of these adoptable animals, including the ones that are too big to ship. We can drive them down to the Dallas show to adopt out. So feel free, just mention that in your application.
Somebody said, dude, Ed's appendix in a jar would be sick.
Wouldn't it? Yes, we totally missed out. Can you even ask in Wisconsin for organs?
I think you can. I think so.
I should have asked for it. Well, next time we'll each get our gallbladders out, and then we'll ask for them and see which one goes for more. How about that?
First name, last name said, my question, Ed, is after NARBC Schaumburg, did you get a nibble of chocolate? A single nibble of chocolate? I don't get any single nibbles of chocolate. When I'm with her, she takes everything. She's like, mine.
I bet I shared something.
Yeah,
Maybe?
you went, I love you.
You were supposed to tell him that you gave us chocolate. He wasn't supposed to know. There wasn't any chocolate. No, I ate it all.
We should do a pin of Ed's appendix and hand it out at a show.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Maybe next Schaumburg.
Okay, Amanda, if you're watching, Amanda's our pin designer. Can you draw some reptile-themed appendix combo pin? I don't know what that would even look like.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. Anyway, or just Ed's appendix. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Thank you guys so much. I don't think there's anything else left for us to cover here.
I think we're good.
If you don't hear back from us in the next 10 minutes via email for an application, we are going to stop responding for tonight because we'll have to go home and go to sleep.
Yeah,
but we
do have to sleep sometimes.
We will resume emails tomorrow morning. So just stay tuned if you've submitted an application and we will answer your email when we can.
That is one of the best questions. Yes, snakes do fart. They do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they do.
There you go. That's how we're going to end this stream.
Fun fact. All right, yeah, we have to shut down the stream before we keep getting distracted. Thank you.